saw protests. Hello everybody, how's it going today? Boy, it's rounding out to be an interesting day, is it not? What you guys are seeing on the screen right now and have been watching during the intro, that's that right there is a unity gathering, a quote unity gathering for Jalen. Justice for Jalen, quote unquote. Today has been announced as a day of mourning. Tomorrow is also supposed to be a day of mourning, as that's when they're going to be burying him. You know what? I forgot to choose the low latency chat. I'm really sorry. It didn't cross my mind even. My fault. I apologize. Let me see if I can change the streaming settings now. It does not look like it. No. Boy, I wish there were a way I could change that. Hey, Dresden, welcome. Bob, good to see ya. Planet, welcome. Welcome. Planet, welcome. Shifty, good to see you, my friend. Elaine's Rotten Bottom, you were first. You were first today. Anti-Commie, good to see you as always. Fed Postinator, love your name. So let's go into a full screen view of this, and we can get some of the audio pulled up. This is not live anymore, but this was Nitty's coverage, and so I wanted to see it. Let's get into an Akron live stream search, and here we go. You gotta hear what these commies are saying, what they're getting riled up about. Hey, JMK. How you doing? Justin, welcome. KD. There's some grapes in the chat. Oh, goodness. Some perps in the chat. How's it going, Hunch? Welcome. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you. I know that there are a lot of... hold on, let me do my little stewardess spiel. While we know that you have many viewing options late at night, we want to thank you for choosing Watcher on the Web. Night Watch Enterprises. Another asshole. Good timing. You just finished your evening 6-mile ride. Shield to Patriot options. If you wouldn't mind me pissing them off by posting it from your CL account. What's Patriot options? That's interesting. I mean, that's fine, man. As long as the only thing I don't want you to do is to try and post this into the commies' teeth like you were doing. You were like going to post this onto their Craigslist where they were posting their revolutionary quotes and shit the other day. That's that we don't want to court antagonism. If it comes our way, we'll deal with it. Princess Cuddles in the chat. Welcome. Somebody asked me to sing them to sleep. Guys, I do sing. I've got a very good singing voice. And if you're real nice, and I mean if you're real nice, I'll sing for you later. There are grapes and unbreaded in the chat. There's a distinct lack of bread and a distinct presence of grapes. All right, so why can't we hear any audio from this? We had audio from it, and now it's kind of gone. Let's see if one of the other ones has audio. Did they shut the audio off while he was talking? It's kind of what it seems like. No, I can kind of hear it. 48 to 46, Senate confirms Steve Dettelbeck, giving ATF its first confirmed director since 2015. Senators Rob Portman and Susan Collins were the lone GOP yes votes. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Here's the other thing we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing a deep dive into Steve Dettelbeck. We're going to be getting a little OSINT investigation to who this gentleman is. Because you know it can't be good, Chad. Like, you got to know it can't be good. Yeah, I agree, Justin. I turned it down. Let me know if the current level is still too high. I think this is some of the family. Like, I think this wasn't this the one that was speaking at that event. I'm pretty sure it's him.
Is that he taught me one thing when I first came to Akron. He said, Beyonce, you're going to have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And to stand up here and say that Chief Milet is our neighbor.
Safety dance karaoke. Oh my. Oh my God.
While some people were tight-lipped and didn't clap that, the Walker family did. And I've never seen people that was more upset about your situation.
Boy, this video coming out of Uvalde is pretty bad.
If they can sit up here with tears falling down their face.
Okay, so we're gonna leave this chat. We're gonna cover some Uvalde stuff that a friend of mine is just covering now. This is Shane B. Murphy. He does some excellent photojournalism gathering work. He takes some of it himself and he also gathers it from around. This is apparently uninterrupted video of the original Uvalde crash and the shooter making his way into the school. I have not seen this yet, so let's see how this goes. Say, what's going on in AK Ron? That old man, this is temper yet? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. They got a GoFundMe going. You popped into the pleb server. Let me go check the pleb server. I'll go check that out real quick. Let me go see what you're talking about. Hold up. I missed the crash, I think, because those people went running. Why are they running? They're running as though someone's already shooting. I don't see a... Is this the crash? What are they running for? They're running for their lives. Like he just tripped, fell hard, and then kept going, guys. Alex Jones, Shaman Q remix from 10 a.m. Yeah, we saw that one. That was good. So was he already crashed? Oh, this is from the funeral home. These are the two dudes from the funeral home. I thought this was from the school. So this, I don't see the crash. The crash already happened. Yeah. Yeah, I was confused, chat, because I thought this said it was going to show the crash itself. And so I was expecting to see a vehicle crash. But this is post-crash. The crash has already happened. I wonder why he would have edited out the crash. So yeah, they're getting shot at. Like, he is shooting at them. And so yeah, they're running for their lives. They literally are. Yeah, hunch, I'll get to that. They're not wrong. So there was a fence there and he just kind of hopped it looks like. Kind of clumsily. Slowly and clumsily. Like he attempts to climb it 3 or 4 times. Yeah, no joke. And then he just kind of leisurely strolls into the school. Oh, okay. I see what he means by uninterrupted. But why would they not include the crash? Because that camera definitely captured it. Well, that's ominous, man. Ominous. Whew, ominous.
American village is a very radical thing and very unheard thing in today. And I love the way that the story plays
Thoughts,
out.
Chad? Hey, for those of you who are skipping Beanie Boy to be here, I really appreciate you. I used to be a big fan of Tim way back in the day. I'm not gonna lie to you, I can't stand Ian. I cannot stand him. He ruins my enjoyment of the Timcast. I haven't been watching Timcast in over 2 years now, roughly since they brought Ian on.
That Jesus would talk to her, and he would love her, and he would value her, and he would share.
All right, so it's become more of a church service. They had some more fiery speakers on before. I'll leave this up while I try and search some other Akron stories, and then we'll talk about it. So, guys, here's the deal. They've announced that Jalen's funeral is going to be tomorrow. There's a unity service happening right now at a church. They had quite a few kind of fiery speakers, non-religious speakers up earlier, but it sounds like the church is now closing out the service. Is kind of what it sounds like to me. So they've called for a day of mourning for all day tomorrow. Obligatory Tim Pool is a dim fool. I mean, look, man, that's the only way I can explain keeping Ian on this long. Wright could make out that roof over the Raven, but only the roof, no dust cloud. Truck is parked. Yeah, yep. I agree. I don't know, man. It doesn't even make sense to park down there either. What is going on here? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why? Oh, are they going to display a video there and you got to back away now? Like what is happening, chat? What is this? What are we seeing? Did they forget the camera was on? Hey, PD, welcome. Buzz Manus, welcome. Is Ben Crump all over this? Brother, there's not enough money for Ben Crump to be over this yet. He probably will be. I think he's busy, too. I think he's actually taking another case right now. Let me see. Let me see what Ben Crump's up to right now. He made a statement about it. But I don't think he's actually there. Look, they got to pay big bucks for those type of people to get there. Let's see. What is Ben Crump up to right now? Ben Crump Twitter. It's on rewind? No, it's not. It's live. It's still live. It's just whoever this is a really terrible videographer. Like, really bad. I guess I can't complain because I'm getting this for free. But I do believe this is actually like an actual news place that's doing this. This is bad. Let's see if Nitty went live again. Like, it was vertical, but at least it was stable. And we'll just use that. That's fine. Please cut that feed. Making you sick. Yeah, I can understand. Alright, we'll find something else to look at. So I've got a couple stories we wanted to cover today. They were of interest to me. You guys are welcome to add more stuff to that thread. I'm going to drop you the thread right now in the chat, just in case. Patrick Kennedy, aren't you supposed to be hanging out with the big guy right now? Like, it's your birthday. Everybody, say happy birthday to Patrick Kennedy. Yeah, you're supposed to be hanging around on Legal Mindsets, right? Dude, brother, that's fine. No audio. That's totally fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Pat. Everybody, you tell him happy birthday, and you tell him it's totally fine. Have fun on Legal Mindsets channel. That's what you're supposed to be doing. So anyways, that is the Twitter thread. If you guys want to add any stories to it that you want me to cover, that's like the best place to toss them. If you don't have Twitter, obviously make like a Hunch the Dirty Roofer and toss it into Gilded. You can DM it to me, or you can toss it into the Watcher's Helper thread. Let's see. Yeah. So, like I said, the funeral is going to be tomorrow. They've called for a day of mourning and a day of silence. We're going to look here, or not a day of silence, but a day of mourning tomorrow. And they've also called for a unity gathering today. And there's probably, I don't know, there's probably not going to be much today in Akron, to be honest. We're going to talk about a couple of other news stories, but we're going to keep our eyes on Akron, because when this many people get together from around the country with this many competing egos, interesting things can happen. Thank you, Planet. Also, thank you, another asshole. Really appreciate you guys. Patrick's the best. He needs to go hang out with the big boy. All right, so let's see what Freedom Block is currently up to, shall we? They're having an open casket. So this is Serve the People of Akron, STP Akron, one of these other organizations we've looked into. This is like the, look, they start a bunch of these, like I said, like sometimes it's the same organizers. They start a bunch of these same orgs in the same city. Oh, Pat, you're the best. I know you can't hear me, but you're the best, Pat. You're the best, Patrick. Have fun hanging out. We will catch you later. All right, Patrick, have fun for your birthday, buddy. STP Akron. So this is trying to catch all the gay, non-binary, or a lot of the they set up a bunch to get a bunch of catch-all orgs so they could try and get as many people there based on identity groups as possible, right? And so that's obvious. It's kind of obvious by the flag what that particular one is trying to catch, right? That's a good one, Justin. All right, so let me pull up this thread. Let's talk about some of these other stories. Guys, this one is a little bit hoot dog. So, we'll talk about this first. Andy Knows says, update, Portland leftist radio host Noah Madrano, who I have heard of. In fact, I'm pretty sure, I'm not going to say it, but who was accused of grooming a young Canadian girl for a year before kidnapping, and you can read that for yourself, but terrible, horrific, depraved things. He had previously been given shout-outs by the official accounts of Colbert's The Late Show and Star Trek. Hey, guys, who have all we culture warrior people, like, not me, I guess I shouldn't say, because I just started creating content, right? But, like, who have some of these big, bold culture warrior people for the last while been talking about as worming their way into the middle of our culture in order to do us harm? Gee, it's almost as though there are some consistent offenders. Kurtzman, Colbert, the staffing thereof, There's no money to be made, so you won't see Krupp anywhere near here. Very true. I will let you know when I'm listening to you in the chat. Cheers, buddy. Alright, so let's talk about this. This guy was the account's been suspended. That's very interesting. So he worked for a radio station called KBOO. Let's go through some of these stories, because we're going to start from the beginning. We'll go through the Post Millennials article and we'll read it, but let's start with this first tweet. Exclusive interview from me with Hannah Knighting, a radio host for far-left Portland station KBOO. Allegedly kidnapped a child, and his various social media accounts that I uncovered express graphic pedophilic sentiment, which he had been allowed to continuously express for years with the support of far leftist KBOO and the management there, and Twitter and all these other things. So let's dive into it, folks. This is Hannah Nightingale. Hannah Knighting is what she wants to go as, but Hannah Nightingale is a cool tag, I guess. I like it. She was, I think, a photojournalist on there on J6, so just keep that in mind about how much this whole situation glows in the dark. Time to break out your okay groomer to demonize and dehumanize some pedos. I can't say, I don't know, can I say that word? Chat, I don't know what YouTube's okay with anymore. I don't know who YouTube is currently protecting, but just know that I at least had to ask that question, and that's sickening. Alright, moving on. We're just going to go through her tweet thread real quick, just to kind of get a taste of who she is. Like deeply leftist, kind of crazy, right? So let's go through this interview and let's look at what they have to say. If you guys don't already, I would say if you have the ability, Post Millennial is a worthy journalistic outlet. So there's the link in the chat. Host at leftist Portland radio station arrested for traffic and of Canadian children. Following the disappearance of a Canadian child last month, a 40-year-old Portland area man and radio host on the left-wing radio station KBOO has been arrested for child trafficking. And yeah. Yes, I saw that. We will react to it, because I hope that he's okay with me spreading that, PD. I'm gonna ask him. Why don't I do that? I could always get onto his Twitter. Does he have a Twitter? I'm seeing people tweet about him, but oh wait, there it is. Tyson his account got suspended. When did his account get suspended? Is this a new suspension, chat? I don't know this person, but I would be very interested. I think I'm just gonna react to it and hope for the best. Well, it's not true. It's not difficult. It's not rocket science, as many have astutely observed. This is not rocket science. There are some complications to it that should be paid attention to, but ultimately it's not rocket science, folks. They're just highly motivated to do some pretty unspeakable things. Alright. Following the disappearance of a Canadian child last month, 40-year-old Portland area man and radio host on the left-wing radio station KBOO has been arrested for child trafficking and child rape. Noah Whitefield Madrano of Gladstone, Oregon, allegedly kidnapped a 13-year-old girl from Edmonton, Alberta. She was reported missing by her family on June 24th after never showing up for school and was finally discovered in an Oregon City hotel room more than a week later by local police and agents with the FBI. Oregon City is around 12 miles from Portland. Medrano is currently being held on a $500,000 bond in Clackamas, County, Oregon, on felony charges of first-degree sexual abuse, second-degree rape, and third-degree kidnapping. Medrano used male, female, and non-binary pronouns and monikers Bud Jackson, Nomad, and Noah Zark. At a bail hearing last week, Clackamas County prosecutors said the girl was targeted and groomed over the course of a year before being kidnapped. They also accused Medrano of making threats to kill her and commit terrible acts and defile her corpse. We'll put it that way. Until the publicity around Medrano's arrest, he was a producer and co-host for the Subhuman Intellect Theater monthly show at, we're going to look that up, at far-left self-described Antifa Portland radio station KBOO-FM. The show's other host is Karen Green, who has deleted all of her social media accounts after the arrest of her co-host. The post-millennial can exclusively report that Medrano's Twitter account has pro-pedophilia content, which is why I'm assuming Twitter pulled it down before more people could self-verify. But hopefully, we got the archive on this. Tyson James, always on top of it. I'm wondering how he got her over the border. We're going to find out here, I suspect. It seems like they tried so hard to make things kick off in Akron, and horribly. They sure are still trying. There are still bounties out on those cops. We will talk about that later. We're just going to get through this story first. Let's see. One of Medrano's latest tweets read, boy, I'm not reading that out loud. That's gonna get clipped if I do. And I'm gonna, I will highlight it one word at a time. And you guys can see what this guy felt comfortable posting on social media. Twitter. He felt comfortable posting that on Twitter. Right there. The only tweet that his account liked on Twitter was written by another person, and it reads, there you have it. Just admit that just admit that it's not rocket science, essentially. Additionally, the profile banner on the account appears to show a nude child. Medrano's YouTube account, under the username Madrana42, also has content suggesting an intent, the violence, sexual abuse of minors. A playlist on the account is titled, well. The only video on the playlist is a Marilyn Manson music video of heart-shaped glasses. Well, apparently, that was non-consensual in that video. Interesting. Wow. Okay, we're not reading that. We're just gonna... Yep. The account was still up last night, PD? Yeah, I figured. Outside of this disturbing person's social media accounts, Medrano has a long relationship with KBOO Radio lasting over a decade. He was a program committee chairperson for the station from 2012 to 2014. His show, which launched in 2012, uses the slogan, "Making radio sound like a child's play." Interesting. KBOO broadcasts far-left political content, and one of its main membership programs is called the Fight the Fascism Power Pack, which gives donors a flash drive with access to content from violent group Rose City Antifa and Portland Antifa members. Alexander Reed Ross and Shane Burley. Rose City Antifa members were involved in assaulting Andy No in 2019. Yes, he is suing that group. I hope he wins. Hyphenated name, the liberal calling card. Agreed. Well, that's the thing, though, is that we would like as much as possible to file the rest of his buddies in this group into the same file. That's what we're saying. KBOO flash drive filled with exclusive audio content as well as an internet security toolkit. Included, yeah. Interesting. Just utterly interesting. Wow. Neither KBOO nor authorities have confirmed that the female voice in the recording belonged to the child victim. Oh, wow. In response to Medrano's arrest, KBOO released a statement on its social media. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. This is just the first thing. This is him getting arrested, right? We're not done yet. Look who he got shouted out by over time. It's pretty crazy. Currently being held on $500,000 bond. Yes. After your report was published, KBOO host Noah Medrano's secret account featuring that kind of content was suspended. His main Twitter account was also banned earlier this year for unknown reasons. Okay, so that was unrelated. On it, he expressed support of BLM and hatred for the right. Yeah, I will definitely look for some cam feeds outside the U.S. Hey guys, anybody who's listening, if you're helping gather info, I would like some cam feeds from Tripoli, because it does look like apparently Tripoli is in a spot of trouble. Hunch, can you send me some articles related? Nightingale, I know. So let's talk about this. He was given official shout-outs by The Late Show and Kurtzman's Star Trek. I'll say that again. The Late Show and Kurtzman's Star Trek have given shout-outs to a dude whose profiles have been explicitly sharing pedophilic content for a long time. So, the question... he also worked for this radio station, which knew he was doing it, and not only continued to broadcast him, they literally took his content and made it part of a secret flash drive with internet protection protocols that they handed out to all their far leftist viewers. I ask you, what conclusions should we draw from this? Yeah, that's the plan, Justin, just so everybody knows. Please keep an eye over on the Rumble. I have a Rumble and a Gab. They're both backups. Guys, let me know if you know what alternate social media I should sign up for besides Twitter. Please do let me know. My Twitter account is starting to get, not big, but it's starting to get decently sized. And I have a sneaking suspicion when I get a little closer to 2K, I will become part of a great meme lord harvest. I think a purge is en route. Not soon, but not far off. And I would like to keep chatting with you lovely people. Which link? Potentially, PD. Potentially. I agree, Tyler. Tyler Payne. 100% agree. They're still up and operating. Still up and operating. They've switched to calling themselves Self-Help Radio. All right, Hunch, give me just a moment. I'm going to pull that story up. So, Libya government tries to oust state oil company boss. Okay, this seems interesting. I'm going to take a glance at this live feed, pull it up, go grab a fizzy water, and be back in like a minute. Be right back, chat.
God bless you. You can be seated down. Pastor Lavender, you did everything you could to try to deflect any thanks, but we're not going to let you get away. Thank you for opening the door, for your graciousness, for your lead, and all that is going on here tonight. Y'all couldn't hear me over there, but I was about to have church. I said, For the Walker family, our hearts are filled with lament and love for your family. At the same time,
All right, chat, I'm back. Cease the calamity in your memories.
I thought about what I would say tonight, and this is a dangerous position.
Can we get Joe to petition to have that radio station taken down? I don't know, man. I doubt it. I'd love to talk to Joe about it, though. If he's got some time. I don't know if there's anything we can do to them legally at all. Like, literally anything we can do. So... I'm interested to hear what this guy has to say.
But I thought about this and I thought love and justice are a Christian marriage that has somehow become divorced. So I want to ring a bell tonight before we pray for the family that I've seldom heard rung in these kinds of meetings. Mother Teresa said, justice without love is not justice. And love without
Can you guys not hear him?
is not love. The brilliant Catholic Archbishop Helder Camara said, without justice and love, peace will always be a great illusion.
I don't think so, man. Not really. I mean, unless you, there's a story we just got through. If you want to go back like 10 minutes, I think that's probably where to go to.
Either side of this divide. Either we're going to have justice and forget about love, or the church people are going to come with love and we don't care about justice. But you got to have love and justice. New Testament scholar and priest John Dominic Crozon said, justice without love.
Yeah, I've noticed that whoever's doing the recording has pared them down to one channel, and I don't know why.
Love without justice will end in banality or cliche. Love empowers justice, and justice embodies love. Keep both, or get neither. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, power without love is reckless and abusive. Love without power is sentimental and anemic. Power at its best is love implementing the demands of justice.
Mostly just kind of word salad gobbledygook to try and get people's minds nice and pliable in order to work whatever message you want in. Nice. Give me just a minute. Okay, who's Kathy Hoffman is the first question I have, chat. Let me look into this. So I've been sent a story, and I want to understand it in its fullness. Let me post this up. We're gonna read this Libya story here real quick, and then we'll go into that. So Libya's Western-based government has said that the state's oil company's board must dissolve, and that its long-standing chairman Mustafa Sanala should step down. According to several people familiar with the matter, the government of National Unity based in Tripoli has appointed a new board for the National Oil Corporation, with Farhat Omar Bengdara, a former central bank governor, as chairman, the people said. It's unclear if the NOC and Sanala will accept the decision because Libya is mired in political chaos and has rival prime ministers, each of which claim to be the OPEC member's legitimate ruler. The Tripoli administration has tried and failed at least once in the past year to dismiss Sanala, who's been in his role since 2014. Ouch. Oh. The standoff could further destabilize Libya's energy sector, protesters calling for the ouster of Abdullah Hamid, I'm not even going to try, and the head of the GNU have forced the NOC, don't know what that is, to shut several of the oil fields and ports already since mid-April. That's caused the country's crude production to slump by roughly 50% to 600,000 barrels a day, exacerbating a supply shortage in global markets. The NOC, Sanala, and the GNU didn't immediately respond to requests for comment. Libya was meant to hold presidential elections in December, but they were delayed, and no new date has been set. Oof. Some lawmakers declared former Interior Minister Fathi Bashaga as premier in February and said he should hold power until polls take place. He set up a government in the central city of Sirte and is trying to get Dybala to resign. All right, so that's recent today. I'm being told to watch Tripoli and that there may be some stuff going down. So let me give you this news out of Tripoli. Convoys of armored vehicles enter Tripoli, coinciding with the announcement of Libyan Prime Minister designate Fathi Bashaga that he would exercise his duties from the capital after Eid al-Adha, according to Sky News Arabia. What's Eid? Hold on. EID al-Adha. What's that? It's a holiday. Okay. Eid al-Adha is the second and biggest of the two main holidays celebrated in Islam. Okay. So they're going to do it. Wait. He announced today that he will be as retroactively? Or was this an old report? The vehicles were reportedly headed to various militia headquarters on the outskirts of the capital. It turns out that the military vehicles belong to the Deterrence and al-Nawasi militias loyal to the Prime Minister Abdel Hamid Dybala? Dybaya? I don't know how to pronounce these names. Bashagi confirmed that he will enter Tripoli without firing a single shot, as well as claiming that there are understanding between parties inside the capital, and they will support his entry without disturbance. He said that all roads to Tripoli are open, and we have received several positive invitations to enter the capital. Hey, Schley. Can we get a justice counter? Oof. Yeah. Yeah. I want to know exactly how Hillary's involved. PD, we're on the same wavelength, my brother. So it looks like they're wrapping up. I think that's the family. I had never seen them before, so this is interesting. Oh, pardon. That fizzy water came straight to the top. Wonder why those never get fact-checked. All right, so we've been asked to cover another story here. So this is Kathy Hoffman, who is Arizona State Superintendent for Public Education, public school speech therapist. And she's got a superintendent account. So let's see what her campaign is/was. School counselors and social workers. I can already see where this is headed. Mental health is the new buzzword for all this SEL bullshit. Let's see what her priorities are, eh? Let's go see the Twitter page. Ah, endorsed by Planned Parenthood. I should have just looked there, chat. We'd have been fine. Yeah, man, that pedo story is bonkers, Hunter. It's utterly bonkers. They also changed the Akron Canton Craigslist format. Interesting. Can you please show me an example? Another asshole. I believe you're the one who sent me the Craigslist format the other day. Can you, I'll compare the two if you send me a screenshot. I could probably look at it. Hold on. Let me see if I can manage that. I want to make sure I don't accidentally go to my local. Ohio. So let's look at this. So here's Akron, Canton, and then just to play fair, like what's the Dayton? Probably Dayton's probably a good one to pull up. All right, well let's look at the one that actually matters. Let's look at some events. Aquarium swap meet, U-Haul auction, Akron scammer. See, I'm not seeing any of those events anymore. Let's look at the political section again. Ah, there was that. There's that Revolutionary War quote up again. Okay, well I've kind of seen a look. Let's look. So let's see activities. Nothing. Events. Succulent Summerfest. I don't know, man. Looks the same to me. Could just I don't know. Why don't you send me what you're seeing? But yeah, commie. Obvious commie. Like, we're done here. But that wasn't what I got sent to cover. I got sent this. Why do you need an LGBTQ website for Arizona children? Interesting. Kathy Hoffman, we love that you, sexualize our children and push cultural Marxism and Freudian ideology. The minor attracted community is going to go wild with your resources. Ah. Maps in need of walls. Thank you, Colin Morgan. Thank you for making Arizonans aware of this. Check the entire community? Okay. Okay, so that's the Akron community page. And that's the Dayton community page. I don't see an obvious difference. Aw, hedgehog. Drummer for not your typical rockabilly party? Stop. I have to read this. Drummer needed for not your typical rockabilly band, doing rockabilly, blues, surf, mashups, rockabilly versions of hardest rockers like Zeppelin and AC/DC. Rock on, brother. You can email examples on request, or can email examples on requests. Going all out with costumes. Fuck yes. Practice in Barton on Wednesdays. Need experienced, spot on dedication to drummer, familiar with all these styles. Should have an example of you playing, gigs waiting. Brother. Yeah. I don't know who needed that post right there. Get on it. Oh, not your typical rockabilly band. Is this still live? Or did this end? Alright, so let's see who's live in Akron now. Or if anyone is. I'm not seeing anything here. Let's go to woke.net. It's probably going to be nothing, but let's find out. Nope, got nothing. Hey, is that Dempsey? Let's see what's in this thread. A. Okay, USA Transform. I don't really care. Just sent that tweet to Watcher from this morning. Let me check. All right, Princess. Thank you. Let me I'm not seeing it. What's the difference here? Let me see what else we can find. So, let's look at Nitty's stream from last night where they're complaining about being trapped in. You know, when the city specifically set out barriers so that people couldn't perform vehicle attacks on their gathering. Trapping them in! Wait. The ATF appointee is a failed political candidate from Cleveland. Good fucking Christ. Alright, we're gonna look into this. I have his name pulled up somewhere here. Yeah. Let's do this. Steve Dettelbach. Steve Dettelbach. Huh. Well, we'll dig into some Politico shit about him. Okay, it was a couple days ago that he announced his intention to go into the city. Okay, cool. The military leaders of the western region of Tripoli refuse So, hey, just a reminder, the Tripoli situation, I'm actually just going to pull up your thread here. So the Tripoli situation that we're looking at, right? Wow, there's a bunch of stuff in here. All right, we'll go over this Atlas story here in a minute. This is the Tripoli stuff, and there's a bunch more that I haven't read yet. The National Oil Corporation announces the lifting of force majeure on the ports of Briga, I don't know, 2 ports, and the tankers named Ibla. I don't really care about what the tanker's named, to be honest. Is on its way to ship a shipment of condensate after its technical acceptancy. Okay. Hold on. Should preemptively call all the brick distributors in Akron and tell them no. Yeah, no joke. No bricks to be sold. I guess I'm still not seeing it, Princess. That looks the same. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. Oh, those are both from Dayton. I think he sent the same picture twice. It's literally the same picture. Subscriber? A new subscriber. Welcome, the Larry. Welcome, the Larry. I appreciate you. Real quick, some ordinary gamer just launched a video. It's called is video game piracy morally okay? The answer is sometimes. Justin, you should change your subtag from Thirsty Boy to OSINT Lad. I completely agree. Justin, you have become sort of an OSINT lad. Ah, gotcha. Good deal, Hunter. Wood chipper prices, brother, I'm telling you, get in right now. They are going sky high. But let's talk about this ATF director, because I can't be bothered with the Tripoli story right now. I'll read it off screen when we've got some video we can watch for a bit, and then I'll get to the juicy parts so that I can understand it, and then I can properly convey it. That's, that's the way it's got to work. So let's read National Public Disgraces article about it real quick. Senate voted, yeah. Yep. He's the first one who's actually been confirmed since 2015. Look at that face. Oh my god. Dude has a face. Welcome to the current. Welcome, Hunter, to the current time. I was trying to think of what I needed to say while my kids were yelling, and I think bro's got a face like a tube of cookie dough. Like, oof. So this guy's been confirmed. He's got no experience in law enforcement. He's a failed politician. Which, as you can guess, means he's easily manipulated and will literally just do whatever Biden says. He's there to be a rubber stamp. Why they gave him this, I don't know. But there you have it. Cookie dough face here is gonna be the one telling people to stack. physiognomy is real. Brother. We need to the physiognomy question. Brother. Oh. By the way, Watcher, you sent her government website. Yeah, I think I saw that. You're talking about that Arizona politician, right? Like, she is straight commie. Yeah, definite straight commie. Okay, princess. Let me know what I should be seeing different here, because I'm not seeing anything different between this. Corporate needs you to find the difference between these photos. They're practically the same photo. There's different events, but yeah, let's see about the state superintendent. All right, guys, I'll look at it. Please, I'll put it right here. In fact, not even that one. We'll put it over here where it should be, so that we got it. And then we'll finish what we're doing with NPR. I don't know, chat. If you're likely to see them trying to push their weight over the judicial wing and say, hey, we don't care what you say, what you rule from the bench, essentially saying the court has decreed, now let them enforce it. I think probably the ATF is going to be the one to try and do that. Former U.S. attorney in Ohio during the Obama administration. Oof. That's bad. He won support from the National Sheriff's Association. And the International Association of Chiefs of Police. The White House has touted his background as a career prosecutor. With a history of working closely with law enforcement on major cases involving gun crimes. So I wouldn't say that he doesn't have a law enforcement background, Chad. I don't think that's actually true. Guy's got a lot, he has a criminal justice background, would be fair. No, he doesn't have a law enforcement background. He was never a cop. He was never in the FBI, but he was a prosecutor. I mean, I can at least say I can understand where they were coming from with the experience angle instead of just being a failed politician. New York Times called for Biden to step down today. PD, link please. Or no, you know what? I'll just find it. It was in an opinion article. Man, are they going to make the move to do this before? They called for him to step down in 2024, right? Because they've been doing that for a while. Yeah, I've seen an article from yesterday where they're saying they want him to resign in 2024. If you got the other article, hit me with it, man. I'd love to see it. I'm still on top chat, which is gay. Let me switch to live chat. We will see more than that. 2 years and a day from inauguration and not a moment longer. Ha! One big one you missed is the two Akron now have a save function active while the rest of the... Oh! Let me pop in and take a look at that real quick. Let me pop in and see the save function that I was missing before. Where dat at? Where dat at? Where dat at? I might have to open them up on two separate screens and look at them at the same time. Akron. Oh, I see it. It's just it's big actually. I don't know how I missed it before. Yeah, what the hell's that about? I don't know. Maybe they made you like a moderator or something. Since weren't you one of the ones who reported that revolutionary post that's still up? Oh man, bad day for someone driving a semi. In Colorado, there's a semi on fire. All right. So this guy seems like bad news, but I at least see kind of where they're coming from. He's a prosecutor. It's not good, but it's not great. Or it's not good, but it's not... I mean, it's not as bad as it could have been. Search the altered... Check the code between the two major fuckery, like someone's slaving the site. Hold on. Oh, okay. So I'm very interested in that. Another asshole. Let me know if there's a way I can visually display that. Fuck no. I'm a pleb. They hate me. Change flagging shit. Daily war with dealers. Ah. Can I see retracted messages? I want to see what that was. Alright, maybe. I just want to see what Hunter wrote. No law enforcement background, my mistake. It's okay, PD. Don't worry about it. I'm not criticizing you. Biden is using the China flu emergency orders to supersede SCOTUS ruling on Roe. No, that literally makes no sense. Like, that's bullshit, and literally he should get slapped down. Like, there's no superseding. There is no emergency SCOTUS supersedes POTUS supersedes SCOTUS. That's not a thing. What there is insurrection, like actual no shit, real treason and insurrection from an executive office, and that's what we're seeing, folks. Acting against not just our laws, but our very system of government, specifically in order to undermine and destroy it. He has said as much explicitly, by the way. Like, I don't know why people didn't listen to his campaign speeches, but he talked about, like, changing the nation forever. Never. Literally never. Like, it doesn't happen. How's it going, Lone Wolf? Good to see you. Yeah, that's what I was saying. There's Andrew Jackson. But, again, that is a breakdown in our system of government, good sir. Not something to be sought after. God, this piece of human garbage. Look, hey, guess what? His show is still up. Chat, his show's still up on Mixcloud. You can go figure out this degenerate piece of shit. Ah, show deleted. Never mind. Maybe they are gone. Let's see. Page not found, of course. Well, we'll just drop that story for now. We've talked it over. Oh, you're good, Justin. Don't worry about it, man. Completely true, anti-commie. Not a joke. Not a joke. What is up? Jackson got impeached. True. Asks in Leonardo D. But was it? Yes, it was. Yeah, no, the exact words were, again, and it's kind of like what's happening now, the court has made their ruling, now let them enforce it. And it's not how that works, boyo. It's not how it's supposed to work. Anyways. Holy shnikes. Hey, Mr. Scott. How you doing, buddy? It's fine. Don't worry about it, man. There were a lot of good streamers on today. Were you with Andrew? Did Andrew finally call it quits? Boy, they're sure obsessed with getting these information pieces so they can feed it into AI and figure out the best way in order to manipulate people to do what they want them to do. I'm not kidding. That's literally what all this is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking that Candidate's probably starting to scrub everything these people are mentioning off of her website, because I didn't see any of that first off when I checked it. Let's see if there's anything going live in Akron right now, shall we? We got some other stories to cover, but again, I'm more interested in what's live, if we can get it. I'd be surprised if they didn't at least go do if they didn't at least go do their little drive around tonight. Especially Nitty. Nitty's in this for the long haul, I think. So tomorrow is the Jalen Walker Memorial and Funeral. The doors are opening at 10 a.m. The open casket services between 10 and 1. And the actual services between 1 and 2:30. No, Andrew Jackson was impeached. One senator ended his career and cast the deciding vote. Correct. Scott is good. Rick Duke of Malta, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the chat, my friend. Got an email you could send them to direct. Just dumped the source to PDF. Yeah, man. I'm interested. I've got some. Shall we say, some gentlemen who know their way around a website or two in a hostile sense, who I might point at it if you can give me something concrete to show them. Basically, just to be like, hey, there's something weird going on here. Here's my proof that there is something weird going on here. More than just a new save button function or something. Because I don't do code, as you probably know by now. So no photography, which we're not going to be covering the funeral and stuff, but I suspect the funeral may inspire people to do some activities later. Tucker bailed Black Rifle out tonight? Oh, get fucked. Let me see this. I mean, it's not like I'm a huge fan of, like, Tucker Carlson's okay. Tucker Carlson is the edge of what we're allowed to talk about. You know what I mean? Like what the conservative agenda official side is allowed to talk about. Let me see. Let's look up Tucker BRCC, shall we? Tucker about to shill for Black Rifle. God damn it. Seriously? No, I don't want it. I don't want it. Right, just a difference in lines of code shows some fuckery. Okay, well, I'm going to ask him anyways. Let me see. Ethical. Oh, hold on. Where'd my buddy Ethical Hacker go? I think he probably changed his name. Questionably Ethical Hacker, that's it. Hey friend, got something for you to check out. Hold on. Sorry, chat. Had to bribe the kids with Otter Pops. Now I've got an Otter Pop. You know how it be. Disappointed to say the least. Give me a wrench. Yeah, hold on. Let me wrench you up there, buddy. Have a big gay mod wrench. Watcher, can you send me the link? I don't know where it's at, man. I haven't seen it. I am searching for it on the off window because I don't want to capture stuff that might get me copyright struck. But if someone's tweeted about it, I can probably cover it real quick. Apparently, you can't cuck the tuck because he'll cuck himself. You're not kidding, buddy. Cuckoo. Let's see. People are not happy about this. I'm not seeing a single person who's like, "Oh yeah, I was having a weird time about Black Rife." People are just literally be like, "Oh hey guys, I am apparently being asked to come join something." Sure thing. Do I need to stop streaming? Hey guys, I might end this and go do something with Legal Mindset real quick, and then I'll come right back. I think Legal Mindset's doing something, and he's talking about armed forces, and I'd love to come contribute to him. So I'm gonna wait and see what he says, but I'm probably gonna have to stop streaming. At the very least, I'm gonna turn off everything except for my audio, and then I'll hop in here and see what he says. And if he's cool, we'll just keep going. But if not, then I've got to stop streaming, and then we'll come back. Let me see what he says. Uh-oh, I can't hear anything. Let me try and fix that. There we go. Hi, I'm back. Sorry. Real quick, do I need to stop streaming or okay, yeah, fine. I just was wondering if I needed to tell my 20 people that I was going to dump them. Oh, fantastic, man. I sure did. Ah. No, we pump him full of all the good stuff. That and when he's got any questions, Well, happy birthday, Patrick. Go break the seal. Well, hi. Well, thank you. Yes, we were talking about this the other day. Yeah. The dreaded third slot. I'll let that hang. I see Valiant Renegade's eyes get a little wider when I say that. How you doing, by the way? I've watched both of you for a long time. It's great to be on with you. It's a weird, surreal feeling. So, really appreciate your content. Let's move on. Yeah, no, we give him the straight dope, as it were. Every time he comes on the show, and anytime he's got a question, I probably give him more information than he's used to. I kind of give it to him in a fire hose format, but I hope that it's asynchronous and that he's got time to work through it on his own. But yeah, no, that's one of the things I like about the network we're building is that you also tend to help us not talk out our ass when it comes to legal matters. Because isn't that... It's such an easy thing to do. Like, it's such an easy thing to do. That it's the way to get views. Yeah. It was me. You know what? Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. Boy, Valiant, isn't it that literal meme where it's hard that thing where it's got two booths and one of them's got a shit ton of people behind it and the other one's completely empty and one is hard truths and the other one's exactly what you want to hear. Uh That's what we're finding out with Future Conflict. Can I tell you, it's actually very interesting because there is a nega council. Like, we've got the council for Future Conflict that I'm sure he talked to you about it, but there is a nega council that our viewers have brought our attention to. Do you want to guess how many viewers they have? No, they have 200,000 subscribers. They get less interaction than us, but they have 200,000 subscribers. But they're super in line with what the establishment really wants out there. They're how do I put this? They're Black Rifle-ish, as one might say. I don't what huh might be. Yeah, no, stop. This is a grift wagon. This is a grift wagon. Come on, man. Ah. So, do you guys know how this profile came to be? Real quick, the weird face. Well, I needed something because, like, way back in the day, like 2013, 2014 era, I actually did stream video games semi-professionally and made a decent living doing it. And then I got swatted because somebody wanted to see a vet with PTSD get in a gunfight with cops live on air. So since then, I've been doing a bunch of other non-identity based things, and this was my first attempt to be like, yeah, I just want to talk to the camera, but I don't want my face out there ever. So we AI generated an image of the Watcher, and then we've been sending that to various artists and paying them to do their rendition of that AI generated image. So this was the first. So, so did you bring me on to cover a specific topic about military stuff, or? Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't derailing it. That's all. I just want to make sure I didn't get in here and derail the important conversations. I love it. So Patrick Kennedy, you finally turned 21 again. Congratulations. I think maybe this audience might have yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, who knows, man? Maybe yeah, I was going to say like may, maybe your great uncle was a great truth teller.
Allegedly elected an alleged senator, allegedly for the next 50 years, allegedly of the alleged United States of allegedly America. And I'm done.
Allegedly, I had that money, but I
fucking great. Pure Jealousy says, send pics of a book my friend's kid checked out of an elementary school library to your IG. I cannot believe what they're exposing our children to. Man, and as a person who doesn't have kids, I can only imagine. Like, it's such a fucking landmine. I mean, for you, Valiant, I mean, you have kids. You have 2 kids, right?
Where's
And
my
Watcher,
3
you've got,
lighter?
I've got 3.
You've got,
you got
3.
Yeah, there are 3 watchlings. Yeah, and actually, we were literally like, as you were talking about this, we were literally just covering a story from Arizona about somebody's exposing basically the lady who's running for their office there, who has been pushing all this kind of stuff and is now like really trying to moderate her stance. So they're bringing up like old parts of her website that are now disappeared about diversity and inclusion, and setting up an LGBTQ website for youth to be able to, input all that important information to put into the AI to figure out how to better properly manipulate them into being good little consumers later.
It's scary how they can do that now. Very easily. I mean, we know that places like, for example, the CCP, right? They're very much on top of AI, facial recognition technology, and very much into weaponizing that for propaganda purposes.
Well, and it's so much more than you know. Like, anytime that you hear, I'm sorry, I don't know if you know, like, just quick bona fides. I did work for like a year and a half as the communications director and chief fundraiser for an AI cryptocurrency company. I won't talk about which one because that'll dox me. But don't do that. I do kind of know what I'm talking about in the crypto space, and I've talked to some of these bigwigs.
Just mentioning, by the way, Watcher, just mentioning crypto.
Is
did I skirting
cryptography?
The line of getting.
Let's say distributed AI networks. That's a better way of wording it. How about that?
There we go.
We were on the front line of doing distributed AI computing, and like one of the biggest reasons that these companies get recruited and go to China is because China's setting up these smart cities where they can literally tell, when I say everything about a customer, like people have said that, here's a good tagline for you. Jeff what's his name over at
Jeff Bezos?
No, the robot over at Facebook. I can never remember that android's name.
Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg may know when you poop, but G knows how much.
Oh God.
And that's
my
not
God.
and that is not an exaggeration. They have smart pipes installed in most of these larger apartment complexes. All of this,
True.
like literally every bit of this data, like data is AI food. It is how you grow an AI and make it work better and become more intelligent. The more data that is available for these AI developers, the faster their AIs will develop, which is why China is currently I don't know, I can send you an article real quick, Andrew.
So what
but as
you're-
far
so
as
what
as
you're
far as
saying,
no, hold
Watcher-
on. This is important.
Yeah.
As far as patents
Okay.
go, China currently holds 80% of the AI patents on the market since 2018.
Can I ask that they hold 80% or they stole 80%? Because
dude,
that's a big difference.
See, but here's the thing. They only have to do that at the beginning. This is like Segway. Once they've got the stuff that we currently have, and believe me, they're surpassing us right now. They've hired all of the best guys from over here, and they took them over to Hong Kong before Hong Kong fell, and treated them to a real good time for several years. Gave them citizenship.
China has a history of paying off high-level people.
They sure
and
do.
politicians around the world.
Yeah, that's
And-
that creepy guy who was dragging around that doll that he was saying was an AI, but literally it's just like the
Wait,
creepiest
what?
real doll in the world. Oh, have you not seen this? God,
No.
I've met this dude and he's the creepiest. Oh, Vigilant has.
Can you
We're,
just
we're
share
going
this?
down a rabbit hole here.
just-
Oh
share
yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I don't care. We're after
first-
2 hours, guys.
First
We can-
AI
we can go
citizen.
crazy.
This is Sophia. This is supposedly the world's first AI citizen, as declared so by Saudi Arabia.
Are you sharing a link?
I'm sharing
He's
my
got it.
screen. Yeah.
Oh, there
yeah.
you go. Your screen. Okay. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Prepare for the uncanny valley to just first of all, he's not the
Creepy.
robot, just so you're aware. Like
Yeah, he
it's-
looks
it-
like the fucking
He looks
robot.
like one.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is Sophia. It's literally just essentially a chat AI embedded into a robotics matrix that allows it to generate semi-human looking expressions, but oh, they're not. They're not at all. And the guy who designed him is enamored by this thing. He truly believes. Everyone else who actually works around him is like, that's not an AI and it's not sentient and you're a fucking freak. But you can
It's just a
generate-
sex robot.
And
Yeah.
you know he's having sex with it.
I was
Like,
gonna
let's
say,
just also
yes.
establish that.
But now that she's been established as to be the first AI citizen and all this kind of stuff, he is the hot press ticket. And so there's all kinds of AI companies and startups that try and get him on their board, and then he got subsumed by the Chinese Communist Party because they love weirdos like this because they're real. God, he is such. Oh no! Like, could they not? Was Zuckerberg not available for most robotic person to compare this to?
So many things I could say here that would probably get Andrew banned off YouTube. But...
We're after 2 hours, so you can be
So-
kind of liberal. with
Okay,
it, but,
fine.
like,
This is how this is the same thing with this guy inventing this maniacal bullshit and getting invited on boards because they got some government sanction.
Yes.
This is
Oh yeah, no, it's 100% the same thing. And
this
I ran
is
into
this
those
is how
guys.
they got climate change
No, this is
started.
some Blade Runner
Yep,
shit,
yep,
right?
Yep.
It's
By the way, important
mathematically
question, though.
exactly the same.
Important question though, Watcher.
Mm-hmm.
Can Watcher animate a hot Korean girl pianist character?
I technically could. Like, I learned how to
You said
do all this
pianist
myself.
or okay.
Well, it depends. I mean, either way.
Penis character.
Either way.
girl-
I mean, these days,
wait, hold on, hold on.
Have you
we got
seen the
girl,
VTubers?
we got
It's
girl
a-
penis
yeah,
characters
you gotta
reading
be
books to
specific.
kids.
I was going to say, have you ever seen the Japanese Penis Festival? It's it
Yes.
is a thing to behold.
Yes.
Well, we
Yes.
have a penis park in Korea.
That's right. I
Not-
forgot about
I-
the Korean penis.
I
Park.
have seen. They have YouTube
on our
videos on
penis
that
park.
festival. It is.
Yes.
Look, I get
How
it.
have
It's
you not
long,
made a video about that yet, Legal?
I haven't been to the penis park yet.
You need to go.
He's in Korea, not Japan.
No. We have a penis
They
park.
have one in. They have one in Korea. That's what we're saying.
But they don't have a festival in Korea.
No. They have a festival in
Every
Japan.
day is- every
They have
day
a
is the
park
festival at
in
the park.
Korea.
Okay,
it's there
I'm talking about
always.
the actual festival, and I can't remember the name of the village in
Akiga-
Japan, North Edo.
Yeah. It's a neat little prefecture.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I'm a part of this.
No, let's no. Hey, oh,
Yeah,
no.
No, look,
We don't need
look,
to-
They
we don't-
cleverly hide them in a lot of other things. My favorite is
Don't do that.
The
Bieber's
floats,
not gonna.
the
Bieber
rubber
is not gonna be able
floats.
to function as a mod anymore if we bring this up. She is gonna lose her mind if
Many
we
of,
do
Too
this.
much
many of
wood.
those, many of those are made of wood. I'm just saying, it's a
Yes,
high
or
fiber
stone.
diet.
Or Stone. So be careful before you bite Beaver. That's all I'm saying.
Don't. I gotta shut up
Wait,
now. I gotta
you-
shut
were-
the fuck up
Wait,
now.
were you about to say don't feed the beaver? Was that what you were about to say?
Oh, God.
Well, you
damn
know,
it.
Ward, you were a little hard on the beaver last night. The most erotic thing ever seen on television in the 50s.
Oh no, that's
So-
true.
Oh,
That's true.
God.
Uh,
Yeah. Me and Copium's going to do a documentary on the Peen Festival, but it was canceled due to Coof.
Oh,
Apparently the Peens got Coof, and apparently that's a side effect.
if you
Did
want to see
Beef
someone,
bail out? I got Danielle has posted my links. I'm like, I didn't get
It's okay.
I didn't get a single reaction to Beef.
No,
She must
she's
have
there.
bailed.
She's there.
Oh, there she is. All right.
She's
Actually,
just delayed.
she
She's
is.
confused.
if you
Okay,
wanted,
good. She must have missed it. That's probably. Don't back it up. Just don't back it up. Don't back it up 45 seconds. Don't
dude,
back it.
you need to say that a couple more times, and I could make a remix, and then
Don't back it up. Don't
That's what I'm
back it
saying.
up.
Okay, Andrew already did it. It's done. Yeah.
oh, the mods here are the best.
I know. So Beaver is my she recently became mod on all 3 of the channels that I edit for, and
She wants to mod for every channel. She's like
She's
the
the
fucking
best.
Thanos of mods. She's trying to get them all.
I'm sorry. I do gotta go, guys. It's,
Okay,
it's
yeah,
getting
no, it's
late. I
fine.
gotta get the
And we're
kids
gonna-
up early tomorrow.
And I got to wrap here too. So, anyways, let me
Well,
actually
I
use
mean,
this.
y'all never stop. I just would let you know. I just gotta.
But I do too. So I'll actually do this. As a good
Valiant
channel.
said he has to go. Well, party's over, folks. So.
No.
Um,
But Valiant Renegade, I'm gonna tag him. Valiant Renegade, right in the chat here. Watcher on the web. Watcher, are you still stream sniping me right now?
I literally am. Yeah, that's me.
So go to Watcher's channel. So I'm going to shut this down. Everybody go over to Watcher on the web, right? And Watcher on the web, he is for 2 channels, which have the patches that Patrick is wearing. Yes, I connected this. That is Future Conflict and Tactical Wisdom. If you guys don't know those guys, they come over to talk about all sorts of crazy stuff. So make sure you're subbed to them as well. Patrick, do you have anything, since you're my humble guest today, do you have any other last words or parting shots?
Nothing. Loved it. This is the best birthday I've ever
Good.
had.
Perfect. I'm glad we gave you a good birthday.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I missed this earlier, and I've been meaning to say this. I love the flag behind you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm a
That's
huge
the
Starship
part of the
Trooper
book club.
fan.
You should have
Huge
seen
Starship Trooper fan. A
Book
bit-
club.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
just had a
been-
book club discussion. It was great.
I know
Good.
it's been a long time since I read the book, but I really did enjoy the Paul Verhoeven movie back in '97, and it's one of the favorite 4K Blu-ray discs that I own. The remastering they did from the original film stock was absolutely beautiful, and I think it's still to this day holds up as one of the best film remasters on 4K out there. I love the book, love the movie.
I'd love to hear
Yeah.
more about that actually, because I haven't looked into the remastering process.
I agree that, like, a lot of people, like, especially in the book club, hated on the movie. Loved it. It was awesome. It was campy as fuck. But, man,
It was
a
very
good
much
movie.
Paul Verhoeven. That was his style. You have to look. If you look at, I mean, Total Recall. When you look at the kind of stuff he did, when you look at RoboCop and stuff like that, there was a lot of campiness to it. But he did it in such a way. I don't know how he did it, but he did it in such a way that it worked, and it just, you know, it
we
worked.
talked about this in the Burke Club, but I mean, there's a difference between a B movie and an accurate portrayal of a book. And there's the thing about that is, and we're not going to go down this rabbit hole because we went in like almost an hour just chomping on the fucking book. Like, it is in no way an accurate representation of the book and of the vision of the book and the spirit of the book at all whatsoever. That's fair. As a B movie, that's a separate thing,
Yes,
right? I like a good B movie, right? Like a shitty B movie. I like those.
And
But the
should
problem is
you-
when you make it
And should
their
you
proper.
subscribe to it, just know that I said that, and I don't want you to be mad at me, Valiant. I said as a B movie, it's great. It's just as a movie. Ugh.
Yeah. That's a different. There's a difference there.
There is a difference. Absolutely.
By the way,
Absolutely,
speaking of which, I want to make sure I get this comment because Hunch said, "Don't forget to combat Reagan in the '84 election. Ted Kennedy was provided the file the KGB had on him in hopes of finding blackmail material."
and they
then
did
he
it
goes-
30 years later again.
Yep.
And then he goes to say, "Starship Troopers, the movie, deserves a fatwa." A fatwa.
A meme fatwa.
I get it. I
fucking love
still
it.
really loved the movie. I get that it wasn't the same as the book. I mean, look, my wife had the same complaints. Who was an avid Harry Potter fan. knew the
Yes.
books backwards and forwards, read them multiple times. And then when the
Yes.
movies came out, like the first two Chris Columbus movies, 1 and 2, she loved. And then it kind of got off the rails. Like, they cut out this whole 200-page section in the 5th novel. I'm like, well, they got to crop it down to 2.5 hours. But
Right.
it was the same thing. Like, the books were great. The books were better. But the movies, by and large, overall, were still very enjoyable. You know, when you take that apart and you understand that they can't do... Not everything on a page translates to the screen. And that's
Right.
what you that's what takes a brilliant screenwriter and somebody who does. That's why they have a separate award in the Academy Awards for adapted screenplay. Yeah.
Thanks
I'm
everybody
gonna
who's,
say that.
Thanks everybody who's come over.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say that yes, in the book, Dizzy was a man, but in the movie, Dizzy was a
I just
woman,
realized I can do
and
this.
we got
chat.
to see her
Thanks
boobs.
everybody who's coming over here.
And
I
I
really
appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, I
appreciate
like boobs, so I mean, this is a quandary
that.
for me.
That is what my chat is saying right now. Is boobs boobs equals
Boobs.
+1. Yeah.
Boobs, boobs.
And remember, it was Paul Verhoeven. It was Paul Verhoeven that 10 years apart in 1987 and then in 1997 with RoboCop and with Starship Troopers, both movies gave you co-ed shower scenes.
Oh yeah.
I'm okay with that. I'll
Just
allow
saying.
it.
That.
I'll allow it.
Just
Your
saying.
boy will allow it. Anyways, and Bella says fatwa haram. Yeah, for sure. That movie is 100% haram. And hashtag Dizzy was a dude. Make it trend. Hunch. Make it trend. That being said, guys, listen.
I'm so happy you use your powers for good.
Somebody's got to go play Ninja Turtles with.
Oh, he just shows up
right
now. There we go.
It's never gonna end.
I was trying to play Ninja Turtles with him earlier.
So that being said, guys, check out. I put their links in the description. So now Valiant and Watcher are there. So follow Valiant. Go to Watcher's channel right now. He's going to be streaming. Check him out. Give him some love. Just go over there, smash the like button. If you liked him coming on and talking for a second, smash the like button at least. Go say hi. Say LM Raid. Love it. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Boom. And thank you guys. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
we had a good time.
I appreciate it. And Patrick.
So my chat, just to be clear, my chat cannot hear you. So say whatever you want. You're the best, man. No, I appreciate you. If you ever need anything, let me know, my friend. Valiant, I love your content, man. That's it. I've been watching you for a while, so. Hey Juan, welcome. I just wanted to make sure these guys have a private streaming area just so that they can be safe. But welcome. In fact, let me put up the Watcher newsroom, and switch back over to the regular thing. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, Tiny Channel. What did you miss, Beaver's Unit? You missed me being on his stream. It was amazing. I'm still there right now, and they can't hear me, but they're talking, and it's a good thing. Just real quick. From the bottom of my heart, thank all of you. Bye-bye. Happy birthday, Patrick. All right, chat. I am fully back to you. We are fully back with our cyberpunk dream music going on. That was amazing. I hope I didn't have bad manners on there. I have sort of bad mic control sometimes, where I try to mute myself on one stream and I end up not being muted on the other. Let me get my transparency back, and then I will come back and address you, chat. Address you properly. And we'll get back into the stories that we were covering earlier. So, there we go. Am I fully transparent now? I am. There we are. Bye-bye, Patrick. Oh, are you leaving? Live ended? Live ended? Oh, no. Why has live ended? LM Raid's here. Woo! Welcome back. You can lip read. Oh no, that's I took us back to the Watcher desk, so we'll be fine. Relevant pushing. Let me see there. Yeah, I know that amazing tactical patch on Patrick's chair was excellent. I am so excited to do this. Let me see there. Did I do something wrong? Let's see. Okay, I've got a link now. So, for those of you who don't know, I recently had a pretty serious run-in with the people over at Black Rifle Coffee. Oh my gosh, there's a whole lot of people coming in from the raid. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Please go to Andrew's Twitter if you don't follow him already. He's one of my favorite people on YouTube. I literally just got called into like maybe 2 of the 10 people I like the best on YouTube. Like if Mr. Beast had been there, my little heart might have beat out of my chest. We were that close. I try to play it cool around neato schmeato YouTube celebrities that I really enjoy. I like Andrew's content. I've been following ever since the Rittenhouse trial when he went on with Ricada. And I love the community that he's building of experts to be able to help each other out and cover good, not out your ass content on everything. The fact that he brought me in during the last half hour of his stream is probably one of the coolest things that's happened to me since I've been on YouTube. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, that dude is legitimately one of the best people. I don't have to tell you guys that. You're all subscribers to him. Let's move on. So I think we've got an Akron live stream potentially. Let me go check that out. We don't expect any action on the ground there. We've been following that all week, but Akron looks fairly tame this evening. I think that's because they've announced the official funeral for tomorrow. Let's do PC capture. Oh, that's going to the... No, that's the right place. Yeah, we've got nothing live for Akron right now, it looks like. They had that community meeting, and that was a decent time. But since then, everything's kind of calmed down. We're still trying to find live views out of Tripoli because it does sound like there's actually rioting and potentially overthrowing of the government going on there right now. Let me go back to Gilded real quick and see if we've been updated on the Tripoli situation. Yeah, looks like nothing yet. And then we earlier covered a particularly spicy radio journalist for the far left that Andy No covered out of Portland. Just absolute insanity that they would still employ that man after so long. It's insane. Thanks for coming on, brother. No, thank you. I hope I did okay. I'm always concerned about my mic discipline in council-like meetings. Patrick Kennedy, next you're going to say that power armor is dumb. What? What the hell? Where is this coming on? Breaking news. Elon says Bitcoin is overvalued in the crypto market and we expect a fall on ARK Investment livestream. What? I'll check that out, PD. Like, was he on someone's live stream? Let me go check out what Papa Elon's got to say for himself. It's interesting that he would say that literally as apparently... Pardon. The Federal Reserve has come out today and said that the adoption of Lightning Network fully would potentially make Bitcoin into a currency, which is a very interesting thing to say. If you can provide me with a link to that, that'd be fantastic, because I'm not seeing it on his tweet thread. Your boyfriend is in chat. I know, he's fantastic. I love him so much. Andrew is also providing some of the best backup vocals and hype man lines during unbreaded readings. You're not kidding. Like, the unbreaded reading isn't a true unbreaded reading unless we get a couple of hey mans and hallelujahs from Andrew. That's I'm legit. I'm not even kidding. That's just legitimately how it is. Beaver, pay attention. Beaver can't pay attention. There's far too much wood around. Let's see. Gotta rewatch someone's live real quick. No, I completely understand. ARK Investment live stream is live right now. Okay, I will check that out. ARK Investment live stream. We will go back just a few seconds and we'll pull up what he was saying then real quick. So, oh, the video is no longer available. ARK Invest live. Let me check that. Video unavailable. Send me a link, because I am not getting any of these to come up. Let me look up ARK Investment. By the way, thank you guys so much for being here. There's a Geeks and Gamers thing going on right now, so I have to say that it's fantastic that you're all with me. I'm not seeing any live streaming videos from the ARK Investment page currently. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. God, that creepy-ass robot. What did we just have up on the screen? We were reading something, weren't we? So, by the way, the Jalen Walker funeral, for those of you who are new to the chat, that's going to be tomorrow. They're going to do it from like 10 a.m. to 2. That's going to be Eastern Standard Time. We don't expect anything to go on. They're calling for a day of mourning. I suspect they're probably going to have protests that night. By the way, thank you so much, A Job Well Done and Sharon, I'm just going to say that, for subscribing. I really appreciate you, along with the Larry. We've been having a good time this week. What? Okay, so let me go back. I'm a little flustered, but let me pull up this story, because apparently, for those of you who don't know, Black Rifle Coffee Company literally tried to steal our friend's brand this week. And we struck back on him pretty hard. Oh, hold up. There's stuff here in the chat. Hello from LM. Welcome, Delro. Welcome, welcome, welcome. A job well done. Welcome to you as well. PD, Jack Dorsey, Kathy Wood, and Elon on the live stream. Oh, Jack Dorsey. That's interesting. You misspelled Adam. I did? Elon was explaining something and the YouTube stream just went blank. No longer available. I think that's literally what I was just looking at. We're going to have to look into that, because that is crazy talk. Yeah, it's funny he would be knocking on Bitcoin today. Let me pull up the article, because we just got a thing from the which I think it was the Ohio office or the Cleveland office of the Fed. Bitcoin Fed. Let me see that article. Yeah, here we go. So the Federal Reserve in Cleveland, I was correct on that, just wrote a paper on the Lightning Network and how it's turning Bitcoin into money. Bitcoin innovation is tangible, real, and increasingly recognizable, says the Fed. Which, I'm not going to lie to you folks, like, I like Bitcoin, but that feels kind of like an endorsement from Satan. Like, I'm just gonna say it, like, I don't feel super comfortable with all that. You know what I'm saying? Who in chat doesn't know what Adam is Andrew in a hood? Let me see here. Can you make your AI avatar move the lips? No, it doesn't actually have lips, but we do have a new AI avatar on order from a professional comic book artist. It was supposed to have been here quite a while ago, but once the art gets to me, it'll take like 3 or 4 days to try and get it animated properly, and then we're gonna have one that will have lips. I believe it's going to have eyes. I think it's also going to have eyebrows, and we might even be lucky enough to have hands and arms. I paid really, really good money for that, so I hope it gets to me soon. Let's give a quick Akron. They've been doing these caravans every night, chat, so we're just trying to keep an eye out, because this guy right here, Nitty, he's probably going to do a live stream if they do another one of those. Now, they've declared them legal so long as they don't get violent. Legal Mindset at A Job Well Done. There's a clip of my channel explaining the Adam origin story. Let's see. Holy shit. Yeah, the only thing I'm watching Geeks and Gamers is for Friday Night Tights and the new Frost Maiden D&D campaign. Ooh, are they doing a D&D campaign? I love D&D. Like, I absolutely love tabletop role-playing campaigns. I've been wanting to start a cyberpunk one with some friends for a while. So, anyhow, we got into this spat with Black Rifle Coffee, right? So, here, let me tell you the thing. So, my friends have this brand. It's called Forward Observer, right? And so, for they're many Intel vets, and for a number of years, they've been using Forward Observer to offer a paid magazine where they go over a whole bunch of intel. It's like Andrew was talking about over on Legal Mindset, right? They go over all of the various different intel sources that are available, and they use their years of experience doing intel analysis, as well as back-end sources they may have access to that you don't, in order to corroborate and kind of put together stories and keep track of that data and information long term in order to make assessments that will help business owners and individuals, right? So they've been doing a good job of this. And basically, Black Rifle Coffee decided that they were going to try and jack their brand. So they renamed their shitty magazine, which used to be called Coffee or Die, to The Forward Observer. And there was a whole big spat about it, and we kind of dusted them on Twitter. We really went hard on the paint, and they have officially changed the name of the magazine back after this edition, which they've already printed, right? But I'm kind of angry because the chat has told me that apparently Tucker Carlson is doing a whole bunch to revive the image of Black Rifle Coffee Company, which is why we're talking about it now. So what I'm hearing is that Black Rifle shilled for these scumbags at Black Rifle Coffee Company. Really disgraceful. Woke Evan, CEO of Black Rifle Coffee Company, is said that anybody who supports Trump or anybody who supports Kyle, I've heard these from his own mouth on multiple occasions on separate podcasts, is a racist, right? And I don't play that well. So we're going to go into this, and we're going to talk a little bit about this story, and I'm actually hopefully going to see what it was that Tucker said, because it's quite upsetting. Patrick Kennedy, but they weren't Carmen's, played by Denise Richards' titties. Yeah, seriously, that would have been better. Who in chat? Yeah, wait, we already did that one. Bitcoin is just another fiat. Not quite. It's a limited supply, therefore making it not a fiat. I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to say beyond that. That doesn't necessarily mean it's good, but it's not fiat, right? You can't just make more of it at any time you want. It's not the family soup BS. Yeah, not the family soup. We're not gonna bring that up, though. Hunch 3D Roofer. Okay, not for me. Get on it, Watcher. You're putting you out there on mines. Much appreciated there. Job well done. I really appreciate you, my friend there. Natalie, welcome back. It's been a little while. I know it's great to have Legal Mindset in the chat, right? He's amazing. I never did play Cyberpunk. Always wanted to play that or Shadowrun. Shadowrun's fantastic. I like Cyberpunk. I just think the rule sets are a little cooler. I had no particular connection to the movie Starship Troopers. Now I hate it because it's not the book, right? It's a good movie all by itself. Like, it's just a great B movie. It's a good frolic. He does a really good job constructing stuff. And really, when you understand that he reconstructed it from the shattered shell of a B, like, no name B movie that just was written just to be a sci-fi movie, it's even more impressive in that context. It's just, God, if he'd have only read the actual book. Legal Mindsets. Yeah, welcome. Euro less than dollar, first time in 20 years. I think it might even be longer than that. I'm gonna have to look it up. But yeah, I'm actually hearing that foreign exchange students here in the States are now having issues servicing their debt because it's all denominated in USD rather than euros, but they get paid in euros. You'll be back in a second. All right, we'll see you in a minute here. Poor Watcher pulled out his typewriter to go through chat. I know. To rewatch the part where we were all laughing at you. Gotcha. Still don't say it right. A job done well. I did it right that time, and I'll remember it from now on. A job done well. Go woke, go broke. Yeah, no joke, brother. Beaver's unit until you're one of the best. I know, she's the absolute best. Watcher, the start of the combo with Patrick was me saying his, and Valiant's opinions are now sus to me for liking that movie. Brother, I mean, it is what it is. On the converse, I'm doing great moving money overseas. You're right. I don't know. I'm interested to see what the man has to say about it. Watcher, as a fan of Space Ghost, your avatar gives me nostalgia. A little Space Ghost coast to coast there, Zorak. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Space Ghost Coast to Coast myself. I would like to do... I could... You know what's funny is I could probably rig up a Space Ghost or a Zorak, now that I think about it. Or a Brack. Actually, I should probably do a Brack. Brack's a little better. A little easier just because I get to move the head around a little more. Let me see. PD, I love that. There's a right way to do a book-based movie. There's a wrong way to do it. Yes, we will agree to that. Job done well. Finally. Yes, I finally have done that job well. So let's see what he has to say. Has Tucker Carlson already forgotten? Okay, so we still don't actually have a link to him saying this. The link probably won't be available. That's not true that the link won't be available till tomorrow. But let me see if I can nail it down in a source that we'd actually be able to rebroadcast or not. I don't want to get slapped. If somebody has tweeted it, we can probably get away with it. Let me put it that way. So let's look up Tucker Black Rifle. Wow, so I just want you guys to know that as I look through this, it's literally nothing but people knocking on this. I don't see anybody happy about it, so that's good. Brack, most def, I agree. Yeah. If you do that, I'm gonna get my Captain Murphy from C-Lab 2020 VTuber avatar. Do it! Do it. I love it. I love C-Lab 2020. It's one of my absolute favorites. I have to kill Stormy so he doesn't tell everyone that I wet the bed. One of the best episodes. Absolutely the very best. Oh man, that patch is fantastic looking, by the way. And I need to close this. I didn't realize that was still open. Let me pull up this Tucker Carlson search back again. I usually try and do it on a one that I'm not logged into, but the search doesn't let me scroll or search that way. So I'm not seeing the clip, guys. Wait. No, that was the article from last year. And that's just people posting clips of them being angry about it. So I don't know what to say, guys. It looks to me as though Tucker hath done said something that people are angry about Black Rifle. Until I hear more, that's all I can say, right? So let's move on to the next news topic. Let me pull it out of my thread real quick. Got to pull my thread back up. By the way, again, I post a thread every day. If you guys are going to join the Night Watch, we post a thread earlier in the day where we go through the stories that we're going to go through that evening. We got a really big one that I want to go through right now. And in fact, I'd be interested to see if I can get Joe in on this. I'm going to toss a message and see, but it's late and he's probably busy right now. But here's the thing. So a bombshell investigation from Alan R. McLeod and Mint Press News. Facebook has recruited dozens of individuals from the CIA, FBI, and Department of Defense. It has become difficult to see where the U.S. national security state ends and Facebook begins. So we're gonna go over this article because I found it highly important and it just was not getting the attention that it needed. It is an uncomfortable job for anyone trying to draw the line between harmful content and protecting freedom of speech. It's a balance, Aaron says in this official Facebook video. Aaron identifies himself as the manager of the team that writes the rules for Facebook. You know, those secretive rules that they won't tell us what they are so that you can't ever call them out explicitly for enforcing them one-sidedly. Let me make sure I'm getting to the chat. Things are going a bit slower. You're killing me. I know. So we have had a bit of a slow day in Akron. It's just how it is, guys. Stoli. With laser beam eyes. Yes. Yeah, no. Tucker won't talk about a lot of things. It's true. Dirty Roofer. Cool. Don't bend on your standards. Agreed. You'll gladly be sus for having standards, brother. I get you there. Look, let me ask you this way. Do you like B movies? Because not everybody likes B movies. So anyway, so we're talking about the infiltration of Facebook/Meta. Aaron is being interviewed in a bright warehouse turned studio. He's wearing a purple sweatshirt and blue jeans. He comes across as a very likable, smiley person. It's not an easy job, blah, blah, blah. They're going to talk him up. But Aaron is CIA, or at least he was until July 2019. Wow, what an interesting date, Fat Chat. What happened in the fall of the following? When he left his job as a senior analytics manager at the agency to become senior product policy manager for misinformation at Meta. Let me read that again. To become senior product policy manager for misinformation at Meta, the company that owns Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. You think Black Rifle Coffee Company is trying to resurrect this brand? You're absolutely correct. That's why they were trying to steal my friend's branding. They were trying as hard as they can to distance themselves from the stink that they've raised. Coined by all of us Second Amendment types. Yeah, no joke. Speaking of Cyberpunk, are you going to finish it? I absolutely am. It's just there's been so much news going on. Brack. Yeah, I'm not going to do it like now. It takes a couple days to get those models worked up. It's McLeod. Night Watch the bad guys in B5. I don't know. I don't think I ever saw B5. Night Watch is just an activity that we do. You think Black Rifle? Yeah, we got there. B movies are fantastic. Yes, some. Yeah, I hear that. Tuesday Mostly's are until they're not. 1929. I don't get it. Fantastic. That sounds about how monarchy rule and enforces rule. It's in secret. Yep, that's the whole plan, man. That's why they like to do those. You like D movies, D's, C's, and B's. I see ya. And a shit ton more Oculus. I have no idea, Beaver. With Facebook, you are the product. Incredibly true, guys. Look, anytime that you are not paying for something, you have to ask where you are in that ecosystem. Because if you're not the one paying, then you are the product. So I've got an edit of a song that we're gonna watch here real quick, chat. My friend John Curtis just did it. This is apparently a song that came out about a certain leak that may have happened out of 4chan. A certain rapper covered it, and my friend remixed. Well, not remixed, but let's listen to this real quick.
They gon' hate me for this one. Hey, you know what's really wild? Got your own son calling you a pedophile. Why you getting called that by your own child? It's a pedo Peter. Phone down, wow. Hunter arguing with hookers while he wearing crack. Whoa, they call it a conspiracy, but I'm saying facts. Whoa, in the mansion up in Cali, but who pay for that? Whoa, the media gon' cover it up like he ain't get hacked. Whoa, here we go again. If it was Trump Jr., it would be on CNN. This what happens when you rich, but you a slave to sin.
Nice, buddy. I dig
when
this.
The devil knock you let him in. I don't care about who this offends. Buying crime family, they all belong in the pen. Buying loves minors, that's the real BLM. Call me what you want, but at least I ain't a damn. Wait.
Guy's got flow, am I wrong? Like, I think it's good.
Hold up, don't get mad at me. Am I tripping or is he in bed with Natalie? Why he recording all that? What's the strategy? If you do incest, you probably do bestiality. Hey, the president's son is a crackhead, but you the smartest guy, he noticed what your dad said. Is he the real president or a jack-led? Why is everyone that voted for your dad dead? Hey, you know what's really wild? Got your own son calling you a pedophile. Why you getting called that by your own child? It's
Okay, so it's a little heavy on the chorus. The chorus is a little long, and we're a little heavy with it. But let's go.
They paid Peter every time the phone down. Wow, Hunter arguing with hookers while he wearing crack. Whoa, they call it a conspiracy, but I'm saying facts. Whoa, in the mansion up in Cali, but who pay for that? Whoa, the media gon' cover
His
it
flow
up
is
like
fantastic.
Whoa, all the women in your phone, can we check the age? Wasn't you on Epstein Island? Can we check the page? Hunter needs to be in prison, put him in the cage. I thought he was clean, seemed like he ain't changed his ways. And that ain't working for Verizon, how he get a raise?
Guys, John Curtis is in the chat. If you like what he did with the visuals in this video, he's not the one rapping, but he's the one who redid the visuals. If you like what he did, give him a follow, man. I love it.
10% for the big guy who all getting paid. I still don't know why he recorded. Is it blackmail? But do you really think any of them will go to jail? They satanic and all of them will go to hell. You a lame Hunter and your daddy lame as well. It's obvious, but if you blind and read it in braille, will the corruption never end? Only time will tell. President's son is a crackhead, but you the smartest guy. He noticed what your dad said.
Good one.
Is he the
Good one.
real president or a jack-led? Why is everyone that voted for your dad dead? Hey, you know what's really wild? Got your own son calling you a pedophile. Why you getting called that by your own child? It's a pedo Peter every time the phone down. Wow.
Good work, man. Good work, John. I like it. By the way, if you guys like my my intro graphics, John. Oh, wait, no, this one. John is also the one who made these. I think these look damn good, and I really appreciate him. Yeah, that's those are all John. I appreciate the hell out of him for making those for me. That was pretty good, man. I dig it. Bryson killing it. So apparently the song drops tomorrow on all platforms. So you can go out and purchase it tomorrow. And I'll probably get copy struck for this tomorrow. But it was good enough. I want to make sure it gets shared out there. Let's see what's going on, if there's anything going down in Akron. I'm actually going to do a Twitter search for it as well, just to see if any of the activist communities are posting things on the ground for tonight. Because they should have already started. It's 10 o'clock there. Let me see. Mostly just regular traffic. People talking about the Jalen Walker case, but I'm not seeing anything current. There's a thing from Akron, Colorado. Don't want that. I'm not seeing much, guys. Like, I think tonight's going to be a peaceful night in Akron. So let's finish up these stories. So Aaron is CIA, was CIA, joined CIA directly before the main bulk of the campaigning started in the season. I don't know, guys. Again, like a later quote from this is, "It's hard to see where the intelligence agencies end and meta begins." So, in his 15 years, Aaron rose to become a highly influential part of the CIA. For years, he prepared and edited the President of the United States' daily briefing. Do you have any idea how fucking powerful a position it is to be able to write the president's daily briefing? You are literally the president's eyes. Any spin that you give that information is how the president of the United States, the most powerful person in the world, or at least until recently, is going to understand that information. It's nuts. It's utterly nutso, folks. It's an insane amount of responsibility, and it's an insane position. And let's see. Boy, it's not like our presidents have been acting psychotic and have been steadily getting more and more despotic over the last 15 years or anything. I wonder if that might have to do with, I don't know, one of the common denominators in where the presidents get their information. Gee, I wonder how much fun he had with Trump demanding that he do, those damn, the audio briefs, that they do it in video format, which, by the way, I can't believe they weren't already doing a video brief. That's insane. Hey Beaver, thank you, much appreciated. Watch her. If you run a cyberpunk campaign, you should stream it. I absolutely agree. It's just a matter of finding somebody who's willing to run the campaign, and some players who want to play as well. NPC, it's not crack, it's cold medicine. Of course it is. But he's just not that talented. Hunch, I'll have to take your word for it, man. I don't listen to a lot of that style of music, we'll say. So when I hear it and somebody has decent flow, it's the one thing I'm like, I kind of like the way that his words flow one into the other. So here we go. He prepared and edited the presidential's daily brief, intelligence analysis to enable the president. Hold on just a second. Intelligence analysis to enable the president and the senior U.S. officials to make decisions on the most critical national security issues, especially on the impact of influence operations on social media movements, security, and democracy. His LinkedIn profile reads, none of this is mentioned in the Facebook video. I wonder why. Why would Facebook not want to advertise that they're full of feds, chat? Does anybody know? Join us tomorrow 09 for Future Conflict. Absolutely, please do. It's fantastic. It's the main show that I do. This is literally just a kind of a side show that I do in my free time, and it's more of a chill environment. Hold on, I've got to get some music playing again. No, I don't like this track. We want this one. This one's pretty decent. Nice and 80s sounding. We'll get into the middle of it, though. What did John get for us? Let's see here. Anyhow, we're going to finish this story before I get lost in the chat. Berman's case is far from unique, however. Studying Meta's reports as well as employment website and databases, Mint has found that Facebook has recruited dozens of individuals from the Central Intelligence Agency, as well as many more from agencies like the FBI, Department of Defense, These hires are primarily in highly politically sensitive sectors such as trust, security, and contact moderation, to the point where some might feel it becomes difficult to see where U.S. national security state ends and Facebook begins. If you need any more convincing to get off of Facebook, Meta, whatever you want to call it, do it. Do it now. Oh, you guys are... I don't have the right article up. Sorry about that. I screwed that up real bad quite a while ago. I'm going to fix it, but I feel dumb. Sometimes we just feel dumb, eh? All right. In previous investigations, the author has detailed how TikTok is flooded with NATO officials, how former FBI agents abound at Twitter, and how Reddit is led by a former war planner for a NATO think tank, the Atlantic Council. Yep. But the sheer scale of infiltration of Facebook blows these away. Facebook is, in short, utterly swarming with spooks. Trust me, bro. In a political sense, trust and safety and misinformation are the most sensitive parts of Meta's operation. It is where decisions about what content is allowed and what will be promoted and who will be suppressed are made. Guys, it's nuts. Like, this is the absolute worst department you could possibly imagine for political infiltration like this. You want somebody there who is going to, as much as possible, be able to wield a neutral hand, because the Trust and Safety Board is the one where you can't tell people what you're doing and why, or at least they claim they can't tell people what they're doing and why, right? It's the one where they have the most cover to be able to say, well, people will just, if we give them the direct rules, then they'll just skirt right up to the edge of those rules, and we want to still be able to get them. All this is garbage, guys. Yet another one, Mr. Cameron Harris. Individuals from other state institutions abound as well. Emily Vatcher was an FBI employee between 2001 and 2011, rising to the ranks of supervisory special agent, from where she was headhunted by Facebook and Meta. So they specifically sought her out, and she's now director for trust and safety. Between 2010 and 2020, Mike Bradow worked for USAID, eventually becoming deputy director of policy for the organization. USAID is a government-funded influence organization which has bankrolled or stage-managed multiple regime changes abroad. Yeah, I mean, like, this comes out at the same time as we've got Bolton admitting to the fact that he's been involved with multiple regime changes abroad today. Did anybody catch that? He was being interviewed by CNN and he gave it up. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll pull it up here real quick. It's nuts. Okay. My stumbling got caught by clippers over on Andrew's channel, and I'm just seeing it. That's fantastic. I appreciate this chat. Sometimes I'm able to be quite verbose, and sometimes I unfortunately do lose my ability to carry words functionally as I'm trying to think of concepts or names with which I don't generally bring up. Just like that. Exactly like that. Wait, there's a penis festival? You know what, Beaver, just for you, once we finish a couple of stories here, we'll finish the night out with a Let's Watch, and we will watch a short documentary about the penis festival together. Is that what you would like, Beaver? I mean, it's up to Patrick, because it's Patrick's birthday. But if Patrick says it's okay, we'll go watch the Our Man in Japan episode, where one of my favorite people from Top Gear goes to... Oh my goodness, hold up. Chat, breaking news. This video just crossed my timeline. This is an Albanian car plate. The car plate has apparently been run. And this is a NATO anti-tank weapons that have reached the Balkans through the black market. If anybody speaks Albanian or whatever language they're currently communicating in, let me know. All right, guys. So these would be N-laws, and these would be. Is that an N-law, or is that a jab? Whatever it is, it's not good. We are pretty terrible. The fix is in. Yes, Penis Festival. All right. Patrick Kennedy's down for watching the Japanese Penis Festival. That's what we will end with tonight, chat. We'll watch a short documentary. I recommend watching it in order, but James May went to Japan last year, and he filmed a pretty great documentary about current modern Japanese culture, and he attended the Penis Festival. Get your Google Translate for you. I think they're actually going to pull the weapons out and play with them, so we should be able to figure out which one's which. I think these boxes are the larger boxes, I believe. Like the shipment boxes that they come in. Indicating that these ones probably were taken from people who were issued them, whereas these ones probably came from a warehouse. That's a javelin. That's a javelin minus the targeting unit that you need. The most expensive part of it. It's probably somewhere else in the same vehicle, but it's they're speaking Albanian is what I'm hearing. So if somebody speaks Albanian, I'd love to bend an ear about what they're actually saying. Call me Thanos. Yeah, that one is a javelin. There's also some, if you look in here, there's also some older AT4s. And I'm pretty sure that this guy right here, that's an N-law. In case you're curious about the sound, chat, I was finishing off an Otter Pop. They're delicious. One of my kids didn't want to finish it, so I did. All right. Let me see if we can find. I don't know where to end this chat other than I guess there's some more important things to look through this. USAID is a government-funded influence. Yeah, we talked about that. Including in Venezuela in 2002, Cuba in 2021, and ongoing attempts in Nicaragua. Since 2020, Meta has employed Bradau as a misinformation policy manager. There's the Emily Vasher. Yeah. Others have similar paths. Neil Potts, a former intelligence officer with the U.S. Marine Corps, is vice president of trust and safety. Sharif Kamal left his job as a program manager at the Pentagon to take up the post of Meta Trust and Safety Programmer. Folks, you don't generally leave cushy jobs like that for no reason. Joey Chan currently holds the same trust and safety spot as Kamal. Until last year, Chan was a U.S. Army officer commanding a company of over 100 troops in the Asia-Pacific region. Planet, of course, man. We go till there's till we're done. We go till we're done. That's how this works. Joey Chan. None of this is to say that any of those named are not conscientious, that they are bad people or bad at their jobs. Vasher, for example, helped design Facebook's Amber Alert program, notifying people of missing children in the area by hiring so many U.S. state officials to run Facebook's most political sensitive operation raises troubling questions about the company's impartiality, which is a joke, and its proximity to government power. Meta is so full of national security state agents that at some point it almost becomes more difficult to find individuals in trust and safety who are not formally agents of the state. Chat. The feds control Facebook. If you don't have, like, if you ever needed an additional excuse to just get off of Facebook forever, this is it. Oh. Some may ask why this is such a big fuss. There's a limited pool of individuals with the necessary skills and experience in these new tech and cybersecurity fields, and many of them have come from government institutions. Casinos, after all, regularly hire card sharks to protect themselves. But there is little evidence that this is a poacher-turned-gamekeeper scenario. Facebook is certainly not hiring whistleblowers. The problem is not that these individuals are competent. The problem is that having so many former CIA employees running the world's most important information and news platform is only one small step from removed from the agency itself deciding what you see and what you do not see online. That's right. Celebrate all the PPs. Big PP, small PP. Celebrate PP. We will celebrate the PP this evening. By the way, if you don't currently have a Prime membership, might I recommend Sailing the High Seas in search of a title called James May's Our Man in Japan. Get it downloaded. I think the Penis Festival that we're going to watch is much later. But it's not going to be on the screen. You're just going to get my commentary. So this is terrifying, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. This is real bad. It's a great article. I recommend you go read the whole thing. But they go through the fact that they literally have spooks in every single department of Meta. That they're essentially in positions of power and leadership positions throughout the entire organization. That it's been a incredibly long pattern of infiltration by the CIA of their most promising operatives into various positions. Gee, almost as if they aren't actually retiring from the CIA. They're just working in a different capacity. Which is the joke. It's always the joke. Do you ever really stop working for the CIA? And the answer is no. It's a gang, chat. It's a gang like a lot of other gangs. And it's one of those gangs that has the rule that you're not going to leave. And if you do, it'll probably be in a pine box. That's not quite true, because they have the power to not pine box you. They can just... Okay, hold up. Tucker Carlson posted a very long clip. I'm going to mute it, and if we can find something else to watch, like a live stream, I will sort through it until I find the Black Rifle Coffee stuff. It's got to be in here somewhere, chat. I'm scanning it real quick. This is all green energy stuff. Okay, so it was 20 minutes on green energy. We'll see if he posts anything else. Back after dinner. Welcome back, Hunter. You're new to Twitter. Welcome, new Twitter user, whom I have never, ever seen on Twitter before. You're classy. That's right. Behave. Beaver's classy. Pay attention. We should ask Ron. Ron would be the person to ask about, does anyone ever truly stop working for the CIA? Facebook, however, is vastly more influential than the New York Times or Reuters, places previously noted for having been infiltrated heavily by intelligence operations. It's a bad time, chat. It's a bad time. It's a bad time to be on the internet. It's a bad time to be against the current thing. But unfortunately, throwing myself into the teeth of the current thing is sort of what gets me off. That's what I'm all about. It is my jam. I'm gonna watch this again real quick, just because it's kind of mind blowing that we've been saying this was gonna happen for so long, and now we have an official video that appears to be confirmed Albanian of weapons traffickers just just selling NATO anti-tank weapons. That's painful. You have any idea how much money is in that, like actual like U.S. money is in that car? So I've heard that like currently they're selling javelins in the black market for around $30,000. Do you know how much a javelin costs? Cost of. So what's the full system cost? Because I'm pretty sure $178,000 for a full system, with extra rounds costing $78,000 a pop. Chat. They're selling that for $30,000 because we gave it to him for free. Yeah, I hate autocorrect too, my friend. Could handle those laser eyes, Watcher. Maybe. I think Ron would say the same thing, man. Like, this has been a constant refrain is, do you ever stop working for the agency? And look, this is one... Ron, look, I don't want to admit that the Marine Corps has been infiltrated, but I do. Like, the Marine Corps is flat out infiltrated. It's gonna work its way through the units, and it's gonna take a while because you've still got a bunch of good officers who will matriculate through the system, right? They're gonna work their way through before they all get out and get forced out. So you still have some decent leadership and some decent commands in some different places, right? But the Marine Corps is infiltrated, and unless something drastic happens and there's a purge, it's not gonna get any better. I don't see how you don't see it in the CIA. And I think part of the reason that you wouldn't see it in the CIA is because you don't see most of the stuff that the CIA has done as bad. And like, I can get that if you're a part of it, right? Like, we tend to buy into what's it called? That principle where when someone establishes ownership over something, they tend to defend it. I'm trying to remember because there's a psychological principle for it. Like, I ain't mad at Ron. Ron did what he did. I did what I did. We were all creatures of what we were. But what I am saying is, I believe that the CIA is literally nothing more. The CIA, as well as the NSA, as well as the FBI, are nothing more than tools of the uniparty state. It's not like people want to say the Democratic Party, but it's not the Democratic Party, guys. It's the uniparty. It controls people on both sides of the fence. Institutionalized groupthink. There you have it. What? No watches? What? Huh? Watches? 70, 80 for the rocket. Yeah, $70 for the rocket. No, yeah, 70. Okay. The system is 20K plus 50 or so. Yeah. Inflation. Yeah, that was 2021 numbers too. That wasn't even current numbers. Invested. But it's not invested. It's like an investment. I've got to look up my terms again because it's a sales term. It's a term of art, and so it may be kind of hard to find. Ah. Ricada, just out of curiosity, just like because I'm trying to find something else, and this came across my stream chat. Ricada says that he buttered his thighs and his pants fell off. Thanks for that, Ricada. I don't know, chat. I'm done with this. Let me find the next story from the thread and see what we got to cover. We covered the far leftist who was hurting children, who's a radio host. We covered the CIA story. Oh, that's right. So there's just a quick little. There's a matter of if you have the will and ability, folks. A retired 11B, 11 Bravo, had a messy divorce and was recently granted custody of his kids. His son has special needs, and he needs a little help to get moved into a new house and to have a deposit to give them a stable home. And a friend of ours is going to auction off some items, including 2 antique collector's bayonets, in order to help raise that. So if you guys are interested, I'm going to drop those links here in just a second. Here you go. It's 3C Custom Knives that's giving out these antique bayonets. They're going to be auctioned off tomorrow. I'm going to give you that tweet in the thread here, and you guys go ahead and follow it yourself. If you guys want to be a part of that auction, I appreciate you. You have to watch your butter consumption now. I know. CNA Glow N-word. Yeah. Some pleb with a hat. Yep. They're everywhere, buddy. You have to watch your butter consumption. I know, they make your pants fall right off. Vested interest, yeah. Remember that pic that Lindsey Graham in Ukraine? Yes. With Ukrainian Special Forces. Yes. Yeah. I remember that picture. Absolutely. The higher you go, the more political you become. Not a joke. I'll have to watch. Yeah. Hey, well, I'm Corgi. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Patrick's drunk. Yeah, I figured. It's your birthday, buddy. But yeah, if you guys want in on those antique knives, get in on that thread. I'm gonna post it again. Yeah, we'll move on. The next thing in my thread of wonders is gonna be the funeral and the city. So let's end this tonight, folks. It's going to be an early end to our stream because there's nothing going on Riot Watch wise. And remember, we're going to hang out after the stream ends. We're gonna do a little show about the Penis Festival. So again, you have a little while left. If you don't have a Prime membership, go find yourself a copy of James May's Our Man in Japan, because we're going to be watching an episode of it together, and you need a Prime membership or you need it on your own, one way or the other. The city of Akron has declared Wednesday as a day of mourning, with a large crowd expected to attend the funeral of Jalen Walker downtown. Jalen Walker's funeral will be Wednesday at the Akron Civic Theater, 128 South Main Street. The viewing will be from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., and the funeral will start at 1 p.m. This is all Eastern Standard. Akron City Council on Monday passed the resolution declaring Wednesday as a citywide day of mourning for Walker during its first meeting. Pardon me. Since 8 Akron police officers were shot and killed Walker June 26 after a brief chase. More than 20 public speakers criticized council for failing to reform. I will add that they literally stacked as many public speakers as they could get, and they only got 20. Very interesting. Criticized the council for failing to reform Akron police while a crowd of 120 protesters gathered outside of City Hall. Guys, Akron is a fairly decently sized city. 120 people is peanuts. It was sad. It was so sad to the point where they brought out a helicopter to cover it, thinking it might be kind of big, and then they took the helicopter home halfway because it wasn't worth the fuel. Let's see. Akron City Council on Monday passed a resolution declaring Wednesday as a citywide day of mourning for Walker during its first meeting. Yeah, we already did that. Sorry about that. Akron police also said there were no protest-related arrests Monday or overnight Tuesday following the imposition of the new 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. downtown curfew. And specifically in saying that they're not going to try and stop the caravanning that they do so long as they don't get violent. That was the bigger part of this. And in fact, when they moved the curfew back and told them they could do the caravans, they didn't do caravans last night. So that was the first time we'd seen that, chat. They had previously been doing caravans every night. The service is open to the public but closed to media cameras. There will be a press conference after the service, expected to be around 3 p.m. The city of Akron is making city-owned parking decks in downtown Akron free Wednesday for anybody who wants to attend the service. The decks with free parking are those ones. So if you're in the area and you want to attend, there you go. South Summit County said that at the request of law enforcement officials, the county parking deck will be closed. All right. The county is limiting public access in county offices located in the Ohio building. What? With a majority of staff working remotely and services may be limited. All right, I don't see what that has to do with this. Akron police chief said Tuesday that he and his staff were unaware of any bomb threats. All right, so they may be involved with any bomb threats, but they are directly involved, and they have confirmed they are real, that multiple bounties have been placed on officers that protesters think were involved in the Jalen Walker shooting. The ones that they think were involved. Not the real ones, because the names haven't actually been released yet, and they picked a bunch of the wrong people. But apparently there was also rumors of a bomb threat. Said that they met Monday via video conference instead of in person because of the unspecified threats, with some members saying they were told bomb threats had been made at City Hall. Council member Russ Neal said that people outside of City Hall on Monday who were protesting the Akron police shooting death of Jalen Walker should have been told about any threats. But Milet in the second of... Okay, so basically they said, yeah, there were bomb threats, and then later they said they weren't, and they're not sure where that... they don't know where that came from. We closed... Yeah, and then complaining about the trucks being in the street to stop traffic. Whereas they're complaining about it. Traffic stops and police chases remain in place. Good. Let me see. Internal investigation. Yeah, I mean, they're not going to charge anybody. Hey, what's up, J-Sup? Watching military flights on ADS for shits and giggles. Noticed an AF-1X out of DC moving towards Europe at about 600 knots. Huh. Yeah, man. J-Sup, can you send me a link for that? I'll blast that up on stream. It's always interesting to see some of those odd ones. So I'm just gonna play this this clip Beaver made from earlier because Beaver's awesome, and I think she caught me stumbling on my words.
Thing about a customer, like people have said that. Ooh, here's a good tagline for you. Jeff what's his name over at
Jeff Bezos?
No, the robot over at Facebook. I can never remember that android's name.
Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg may know when you poop, but she knows how much.
Oh,
and that is not an exaggeration. Thing about a customer.
That was pretty good. That's a good clip. I like that. I sound a little tinny. Do I always sound that way, Chad, or is that just her speakers and then re-recording through another set of speakers? That's probably what it is. It's Air Force One? Air Force One's up in... Okay, hold up. Let's look up FlightAware. We'll see what we can see. I don't know how to track a specific one. There are several that are coming out over Europe, don't they? I'm pretty sure they come up over this, going to Europe. She just sent me the Tucker. Oh, okay. We've got the Tucker clip, folks. Let's grab that real quick. Thank you. Ethan, thank you so much. Accept. All right, so looks like we've got Evan Haffer who posted it. So let's check it out, chat. This track goes hard.
Starbucks, which makes awful coffee, in case you haven't noticed, pledged to hire 10,000 refugees from all over the world, so you wouldn't think about how burnt their coffee is. Now, in response to that, a little-known company called Black Rifle Coffee made its own pledge. They vowed to hire 10,000 veterans. Now, the man behind that decision is called Evan Haffer. He's a former Green Beret who founded Black Rifle Coffee. He's now its CEO.
So long as
We've
it
heard a
got
lot
the right
about him.
political
Didn't
views,
quite
right,
know what
Evan?
to think of him at all.
Wouldn't want any of those
So we
scummy
spent a day
racists
with him, ate with
working for you
him,
that
shot
voted
with
for the
him,
wrong
and then
political
interviewed him for Tucker Carlson today. And we were definitely impressed. Here's Evan Haffer explaining how he and why he started his company.
Huh? No, he did the full-on 40-minute Tucker interview shit with this. Oh my god, dude. Fuck right off.
So I started roasting coffee to take with me. I was in Kirkuk, Iraq, which was a relatively small city up in northern Iraq. Yep. There's just outside of Sulaymaniyah and Erbil. I was in Kirkuk, and I'd spent about a year and a half up there, going back and forth into Kirkuk and Tikrit. my problem was, and I had this problem, which is I couldn't get fresh coffee, and what I wanted was to figure out how I.
And that was the real problem, It's a real problem. Just pausing every 30 seconds so I don't get spit roasted for copyright violation.
Could get fresh coffee into Kirkuk. I did a little bit of.
Hey, Rick Ducamalta, we will see you tomorrow on Council of Future Conflicts, 9 a.m. Eastern. That's correct, 9 a.m. Eastern, Council of Future Conflicts. We'll see you there, buddy.
Research in my, I guess my economics that I was crunching at the time was like, well, if I buy a 1 pound roaster, I can go home and then I'll start roasting coffee to take back with me to Kirkuk or wherever I was going. So I'd go home, I buy this roaster, and I start roasting coffee 1 pound at a time throughout that year. And I'd roast like 30 or 40 pounds, and I'd take it back out to Iraq with me. I'd load up 1 kit bag full of my gear and like one kit bag full of coffee. And
did anyone call you names for doing this? Because that's a little eccentric. I mean, I'm.
It's super. Yeah, it's like super eccentric. And
yeah,
yes,
you're weird as hell.
It was like most of which I can't repeat. But yeah, the guys, there was a constant amount of ribbing until
Chase up.
they
You
drank
can
the
post a
coffee,
screenshot.
and
Just
then
send
it
to
was
me on
like,
Twitter or
"Where's
go.
Evan going? Because I want to go out there because I know he's going to have great coffee, right?" So then you'd have guys that were deploying specifically to different cities, knowing like, I know Evan's going to be in Basra. I'm going to go to Basra because he's going to have great coffee down there.
So if you run a coffee company, you should be
So it looks like they gave him the full image work makeover thing. It doesn't sound like they look after they did that whole interview about like right-wing cancel culture that I still haven't gone through to see if they explicitly talked about us BTFOing them off my buddy's brand. Shit, man. I mean, look, it's not like I'm a huge Tucker fan because I'm not. I think Tucker is decent. I like that he covers things other people don't, but I think he's still controlled up. I just think he's like the farthest allowable controlled up. This guy didn't see any combat. I don't know, man. I can't vet that. I never met the guy. And I haven't looked up his record, but he does not strike me as a particularly fearsome warrior and serious individual. No, I will give you that, good friend. All right, guys. I think we're kind of coming to the end of this. If you guys are down, we're gonna do a watch party of of our man in Japan. Give me just a minute. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're willing to do this, because last time I did this, nobody really wanted it, but I don't really care. But if just Beaver wants to watch it, I'll watch it with just Beaver if I have to. Let me find out which of these episodes was the Penis Festival. Let's see. It's Hey Bim. Yeah, it's the 4th one. Jerry says, "Drink the coffee, drink the Kool-Aid. One of us, one of us." No, just a tease for it. Good deal. Good to hear. Good to hear, Rick. Was the guy from Black Hawk Down that was obsessed with coffee? No, that was the guy from Black Rifle Coffee that was obsessed with coffee. Yeah, I did see that PD fires in a bunch of, both Russian and Ukrainian wheat fields. I don't know what to tell you. We're going to see a lot of that, both accidental and on purpose, and there's not going to be nearly as many resources as would normally be devoted to putting it out and trying to save the crop. It's bad times. War is hell. Let me see. 1. Okay, so we're doing it then. See you tomorrow on CFC. Planet, have a good night, buddy. You have no internet. You have no interest in Japanese fetishes. Interestingly, it's not a Japanese fetish thing. It has more to do with, like, respecting male energy. But it's developed into a commercial thing. And it's odd and hilarious. If you want bread, make sure you buy 50-pound sacks of wheat berries and store them. To be clear, I actually don't advocate that. I advocate you buy 45-pound buckets because the buckets are sealed and they last longer. Pics on Twitter of magnifying glasses attached to sticks. You just tweeted a screenshot? Cool. Let me check your thing there, J-Sup. Are you friends with me? If not, I need to follow you. J-Sup. I don't have you, Jay. You're gonna have to tag me. But please do, and I'll take that real quick. Didn't do? You're gonna take a look? All right, it's gonna be fun. Give me just a minute. I'll get it all set up. Do you guys want to do a watch party, or do you guys want to do it to where, like, here's the deal. If we do a watch party, like the official watch party, then I get control over how I can pause or not. But the problem is, you guys will have the show operating in real time, and then my commentary will be 20 seconds behind the show. Or, if you want, I can just give you guys the link that'll take you to Our Man in Japan on Prime. You guys can go to the correct episode, and then we can do a countdown on the stream so that you guys can have the commentary live. And so I think that's probably the better way to do it. Here is Our Man in Japan. You'll tag it in the CFC Twitter. I have to log into the CFC Twitter to see that. Can you tag me instead, Watcher on the web? Always best. Always best. Tag Watcher directly. If trying to get Watcher's attention, you are. Oh, let me download this so that we can put it up on the screen so people know what we're doing. Live. Okay, we're going to do it live so that you guys can... So everybody go to Our Man in Japan. It's episode 4 called Hey Bim. Start up the episode and then just stop it at 00 and then give me a... say ready. Just say ready in the chat. It's really hard to pause it on 00 for some reason. There we go. Yeah, give me a ready in the chat when you're ready. I've given you guys the link. In fact, I'll give you the link to the episode directly. There you go. There's the episode. Pull it up to 00. We'll turn off our synthwave music so you guys don't have to hear that at the same time. In fact, I'm just going to have to mute the actual, like, internal. You guys won't be able to hear anything on that end. I'm going to pull up a picture of Our Man in Japan so that people know that we're watching something. And we're going to put that up on the screen in place of the little thing there. Our Man in Japan.png, and then we'll set it right here, and then we'll size it appropriately. Bam, bam. All right, guys, we're ready to go. Let me know when you guys are ready. I see some standing bys. I see some ready Freddies. I got 2. Question for you. For watch parties on Amazon, if you pick a movie, do you all purchase it or just the host? You have to all purchase it if it is one of those, but I generally don't pick movies that require a purchase. I pick ones that if you already have Amazon Prime, which is the basic requirement for, you know, being able to watch it. If you've already got Amazon Prime, you should have access for free. We have considered breaking that rule once. We're considering doing Starship Troopers, just because it's a great... We've said it before. It's a great movie. It's a great movie by itself. If you don't know that the book exists, it's a fantastic movie. All right. So I've got many ready Freddies and standing by and paused at 01s. So here's what we're going to do, chat. We're about to get started. We are going to start our Oh, thank you. You got pizza? Thank you. Mrs. Watcher got me pizza, you guys. All right, so we're going to watch Our Man in Japan. We're going to start on Mark. Okay, so it's 3, 2, 1 Mark, or 3, 2, 1 Mark, right? Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1 Mark. I'm going to mute my mic for just a few minutes while we watch this intro sequence so that I can scarf some of this pizza. Don't skip the intro. Like, because it'll tell you to skip the recap. Don't do that. That naked monk is hilarious, by the way. You guys should watch the whole series. We're starting in, like, episode 4, but it's all just so good. Have a good one, Zach. We appreciate the hell out of you, man. Wait a minute. Is Beaver still here? I hope Beaver's participating. I'd be sad if Beaver wasn't participating in the Penis Festival documentary. It's pepperoni, Mr. Scott. It's pepperoni. Don't worry. Oh, she's a hell of a keeper. You have no idea. Mrs. Watcher is the best of the best. Okay, chat, I'm just going to give you a quick timestamp so that we're all on the same page. We're going to be at 1 minute and 20 seconds on my mark. We're currently 5 seconds out. Mark, 1 minute, 20 seconds. It's a nice bike. Does anybody else ride? Let me see in the chat if you guys ride motorcycles. I like classic cruisers, but I appreciate all of them. He's not wrong here. The motorcycle was like the main mode of transportation. His little biker gang. I dig these guys. I'll go check in the meme hole, Rick. Thank you, buddy. Good night. That guy looks a little hard. Little harder than James, eh? Rick, that is epic. Did Beaver leave before the Penis Festival documentary? I'm so disappointed. Kind of like here in the US, honestly. I mean, not entirely, but like Weekend Warriors have definitely taken over. Does a Schwinn count? Sad. Oh well, we still have Beaver anyway. Be right back, chat. Need a need some water. Huh. Right there. There he is. Wait, did I pick the right one? Is this the Penis Festival? I might have picked the wrong one, chat. Chat, I think I picked the wrong episode. I'm an idiot. So it's a good thing that we all have control together. So go back, because it's actually episode 3. And I'll restart the count real quick, and we'll actually just go right to the Penis Festival part. We'll skip over the rest of it and just go straight to Penis Festival. Let me give you the new link. In fact, we'll go just slightly earlier than the Penis Festival so we can kind of see what he's talking about. There you go. New link. Episode 3. And we're going to go 13 minutes and 10 seconds. 13 minutes, 10 seconds. You can watch the whole thing later if you want. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna watch them talk about the Penis Festival real quick, and then we're gonna end it. You have some rapidly retreating testicles. Oh no! Let me know when you're good, chat. 1310. 1310. 1310. New link that I just sent you. Let me know when you're good. We'll do a countdown. We'll watch it. It's like 5-10 minutes long, I think. The section that we're actually wanting. But now Mrs. Watcher wants to watch Our Man in Japan again, and so I might just do a whole restart with Mrs. Watcher once I end here. And I'm trying to hurry it up. Oh, hi, Mrs. Watcher.
I was just making sure I was understanding what you were talking about.
Ah, yes. Well, see, I accidentally started him watching the wrong episode. I started him watching episode 4 because I thought that's where the Penis Festival was, but it's episode 3. It's way earlier on in the series than I thought it was. Let me know when you're at 1310 on episode 3. 1310 on episode 3. Just get there. Just get to 1310 on episode 3. Unless you guys are all asleep now, in which case I'll just end it. Totally fine. I can just go hang out with the Mrs. Watcher and have a good time. But I enjoy hanging out with you guys, and I want to watch this Penis Festival thing that I got myself all worked up for. Sounds like y'all have checked out. Maybe. It's a 20-second delay, so I'll give it a little bit more time. Well, all right, guys. It kind of looks like everybody that was here is probably all checked out now. Probably watching Our Man in Japan on their own, or just... Oh, wait, hold on. 1303. Okay, Patrick, you're still here, and I'll do it just for you, especially on your birthday, my friend. So if you're at 1303, I will sync with you at 1303, and we will call it golden. 1303, episode 3. Because remember, you were on episode 4. I am at 1303. Okay, you're here. Good. We're going to start the countdown 1303, and you're going to go 5. We're going to do it in 3, 2, 1, mark. So he just got finished doing karaoke bars with a bunch of Japanese businessmen the night before. It's alright, didn't do. I completely understand. It's just weird and interesting. We'll see you in the morning. Without a giant wad of pepperoni and cheese in my mouth. So it's technically called the Festival of Steel Phallus. No. No. Erect as a cherry blossom. Gotta go inside the mind of the enemy to truly understand how to kill it. That's right. Hey, remember what he said there, chat. Carrying a huge penis is embarrassing, but necessary. Ah, very symbolic. Directly against the knees. Yep. It's a massive responsibility, but it's necessary. And so they carry this giant float with a penis on it through the street for long distances. I remember doing a log drill like this in BASIC. One of his film crew had to step in, the production executive. That's right, the first British band to participate in the Penis Festival. In the front row. Yeah. It's pretty odd. Not about this. This is the part I'm into. Not that. The people who are wanting a baby, the whole fertility right part of this festival is really what it started as, and it's become more over time. Or at least that's how I have understood it through my research. Everybody's got half of one. Good answer, James. Good answer. All right, guys, I'm pausing it there. I'm at 19:04. I am done for the evening. I appreciate you joining us. We've had a good night watch. We've gone over all the stories that I had planned to go over. There was no activity in Akron because they're doing the funeral tomorrow, and I think everybody's on their best behavior before that happens. I'll keep you entertained, or it's not entertained. I'll keep you informed if I see anything else going on. But until then, stay safe, stay happy. We'll see you tomorrow morning on the Council for Future on Future Conflicts. With that being said, I've been Watcher. This has been The Web. We've been watching, and have a good night.